If you just found out about Amazon FBA, you probably want to know, how do you find profitable products to sell on Amazon? And today I'm going to be showing you live a complete screen recording right here. Well, I show you all the different product research methods, and I show you exactly step by step how you can find profitable products to sell online. I'm going to share with you one of my favorite tools. We're going to actually go over a couple other tools as well, including Jungles. Ooh, I forgot to. Here, wait a minute. Haha, this is the benefit of doing it live. All right, I almost forgot to record here. All right, so this is live. And yeah, so today I'm going to be showing you guys step by step how to do a product research. And so yeah, I'm going to be using my favorite tool, and I'm also going to be doing like recording all the different products that I find here. And this is actually an idea vault. I'll be showing you guys some of the products that I've found in the past doing product research here. And so anything can happen. Like, I'm hoping for anyone that's new to this channel, new to this challenge, I'm doing a 7-day challenge where I try to find a profitable product to sell on Amazon, and within 7 days, launch it on Amazon. So what I'm going to be doing throughout this video, I'm also going to be showing you guys my checklist, everything I look for in a product to sell on Amazon, as well as a scorecard on how I decide whether I want to actually sell that product. We're going to be going over the latest trends of what are the most profitable products. We're going to be talking about the most high demand products to sell on Amazon. We're going to be going over everything. Like, if you're looking to find a product to sell on Amazon, then this is the video for you, because I'm going to be showing you how I actually do product research. And like I said, over the course of the next 7 days, I'm going to be going live every single day at 10 a.m. PST, which is 1 p.m. EST, except for Friday. I'll probably do a different time then, but I'll get back to you on that later in this video. But every day we're going live, and I'm going to see if I can find a profitable product to sell on Amazon. And so there's 7 different methods that I'm going to use, 7 different product research methods. These are the ways that you can find profitable products to sell on Amazon. And before I share all 7 of these different methods, make sure to smash that like button if you haven't yet already. We got 50 people watching right now. Let's make sure we get up to 50 likes as soon as possible. So let me go over the different ways of selling on Amazon and share with you which method you should do, as well as I'm going to show you live as I do all these different methods. So the first one is the bestsellers method. And if you guys watch this channel, you probably already know this, but like, one of the coolest things about Amazon is they actually show you what the best selling products are in every category. But there's a secret here. You don't want to just look at like, what's the best selling product in kitchen and dining and copy this. What you want to do is go into these subcategories. The riches are in the niches. So if I go into home and kitchen, yeah, there's all these different products. But if instead I look at something like, let's say, home decor, and I'm just making this up as we go, we can see, well, interesting. This is kind of cool. So it's a gift for moms. You know, Mother's Day is coming up, and so it's an interesting, like, mom's last nerve. Oh, look, it's on fire. Like, that's funny. So this can start to give us ideas of products to sell. So we can see right now, Mother's Day is obviously a very popular thing that a lot of people are selling. But now that we see this for Mother's Day, maybe we could think of Father's Day is coming up not too, far away. Anyways, we'll go into detail later. I'll show you how to actually use this method. Cerebro, it's a tool from Helium 10. I don't talk about often on this channel, but very, very powerful tool that'll basically just give you products to sell. Blackbox, another powerful tool that'll give you products to sell on Amazon. There's also the keyword method, and this is the magnet tool. You can use the this is actually how I found, if you guys watch this channel a lot, you're probably sick of me talking about this, but I have, let's see if I can pull it up. I have a product, so this is yesterday, did around $3,000 in sales, day before $3,600 in sales. Carnivore electrolytes. I use the magnet tool to find it. When you type in a keyword here, carnivore, click on get keywords. We can go ahead and load from history. It'll tell you how many times per month people are searching for different keywords. In this case, it's carnivore, and it's 7,000 times per month. But then it also gives you related keyword phrases. You can go in here, you can sort by the Magnet IQ score, And I use this tool to find my product, Carnivore Electrolytes. Let's see if it shows up. No. Let's see. Phrases containing electrolytes. I'll just show you. Yeah, Carnivore Electrolytes. Wow, the search volume is now 18,000 per month. When I first started my Carnivore Electrolytes product, it was like 2,000 or 1,000. I'll show you what that product looks like just for anyone that doesn't know. But don't worry, we're going to be getting into the keyword research very soon here. Yeah, that's my product there. Boom, #1 when you type in Carnivore Electrolytes. All right. So next up is the Amazon search method. And this method, we can actually use the Amazon search bar. And as you start to type things in, let's say we put the letter T, it'll show you the most common things people are searching for with the letter T. But then let's say I did TA, it'll say the most common things that start with the letter TA. And so we can look at these and we're going to get some ideas. That's actually how I found my product berberine tea. I use the search bar method, and this method's free. So the Helium 10, I'll explain how you can get a free account in just a little while. But with Helium 10, generally, like to unlock all the features, you do need to pay. Later in this video, we're going to go over the trends, and we're going to also talk about my favorite method at the very end of the video. So make sure you stay tuned. And again, if you haven't yet, smash that like button. That's why I do these lives, guys, to get all those beautiful, beautiful likes. So before I get into actually showing you live as I do product research, just a reminder, I think this number hasn't been updated since yesterday, but there's actually less than 43 spots available. I'm going to have to yell at someone unless I didn't refresh it. Oh, okay, there we go. That's why. So I have to yell at myself. Yeah, there's only 22 spots left. Yesterday after the live, we had a bunch of people sign up. If you guys go to the passionproductformula.com or passionproductformula.com, it'll forward you here. I just opened up 50 spots for my program. It's going to be closing. Registration's closing next Tuesday at midnight. If you want to learn from me step-by-step how to sell on Amazon, this is the program for you. It comes with weekly Q&A calls. It comes with one-on-one coaching. It comes with over 100, I think now 150 step-by-step screen recorded lessons. Everything you need to know with like hand holding is in this program. Again, passionproductformula.com. I'll probably put a link down below in the description as well. But guys, I just want to keep reminding you, I'm going to be going live every single day this week. And every single day I'm going to be reminding you guys to join the program. My program is 5 times better than anybody else's. Like, I've looked at everyone else's program. A lot of them don't come with weekly Q&A calls. They don't come with one-on-one coaching. We have way more value. And so I'm going to be raising that price to match. You know, inflation sucks. We all hate it. But, you know, it's time for me to. I haven't raised my price in 5 years, and everyone else has. So let's say, with that being said, before we get into actually doing product research, before I show you how to do the best-selling method, that'll be the first method that we actually go live and find products live with. And remember, today we're going to find a product that for the next 7 days, I'm going to turn into a real product. So this actually matters. If I don't find a product today, it's not good. If I can't find a product today, that means that everything else fails. So the pressure is on. I got to find a great product to sell today, and I'm going to show you how to do that. And I'm confident that in the next hour and a half, I'm going to be able to. Now, another thing, just to let you guys know, is after I spend about an hour and a half doing product research, I'm going to have some of my team members come on and show you how they do product research. So we're going to have Connor come in next, and then Cam come in next. And they're both coaches for the Passion Product Formula. So when you join the program, you're going to get to work with them. You're going to get to work with me. You're going to get to work with everybody. And yeah, highly recommend joining the program. And obviously in the next hour, I'm going to show you how to do product research. I'm going to show you some real cool methods. But at the same time, if you really want to learn everything, all the secrets, that's what the program is for. And I'll actually show you one of the handouts that we give in the program is this, the product research checklist. And you also get access to the product research scorecard. And I'll show you both those right now. So the checklist, these are the things that you want to look for when you're selling a product on Amazon. The first thing I always like to look for is this product unique? does a product like this already exist? So anytime I'm selling something on Amazon, I want to know what makes my product unique. And when we look at carnivore electrolytes, there's a lot of electrolyte powders out there, but what makes carnivore electrolytes special? Think about this for a second. What makes this product different than all of these other ones? And in this case, it's branding for one, it's a premium product, and it is very much specifically marketed towards people on the carnivore diet. And when the way that Amazon works, this is one of the most important things, is it's a search engine. People go to Amazon, they search for exactly what they want to buy. And then they're shown a bunch of search results. And they're going to pick the product that best matches what they want to buy. In this case, if you're on the carnivore diet, you're going to pick carnivore electrolytes. Why? Because it's the only one that's specifically marketed towards people on the carnivore diet. Wow, we're up to 240 reviews. That's pretty cool. And if you want, we'll probably put a link down below to carnivore electrolytes. You can always buy this, try it, leave us a 5-star review, please. It helps support the channel, all that good stuff. So that's how Amazon works. It's a search engine, and you want your product to be special and unique, and it doesn't have to be mind-blowingly different. The only thing different between this product and this product right here, well, is that the branding, really. I mean, the only difference between this product and this product is ours is unflavored. It doesn't have any sugar, doesn't have any artificial sweeteners. So it's actually works for people on the carnivore diet. And I see we're up to 80 people watching live, but we're only at 30 likes. Again, as always, if you're enjoying this, smash that like button. I'm showing you guys some free previews. So then, similar, is it better than the competition? Yeah, carnivore electrolytes is better than the competition. Why is it better? Because it is specifically, for someone that's on the carnivore diet, it's the only one that's really carnivore friendly. When you're looking for ideas to sell, you also want to ask yourself, is this brandable? Can you create a brand around this? And look, your product that you're going to sell on Amazon doesn't need to have all of these. That's where the scorecard comes in. I'll show you later how to use this, but you score your product on these different features, and maybe your product's really a unique product, but it's not a premium product, or it doesn't have reorder potential. And this will give you a score of how good of a product opportunity it is. So we'll talk about that later, don't worry. Don't you worry about that. Does your product have the potential to go viral? Now, a lot of my products maybe aren't the most viral products. And what I say is this something that people will see and want to buy? Is it something that people would want to share on social media? Is it something, and then you can rate it from 1 out of 10 using the product scorecard. 1 being something super generic, 10 being, fidget spinners. Remember fidget spinners were super viral? Something people that really want to share and talk about. Now with TikTok Shop, this is even more important because TikTok Shop, if you guys don't know, it's actually one of the best ways to now, I still think Amazon's #1, but TikTok Shop is a great supplemental way to sell products online. And the way that TikTok Shop works is you give TikTokers, you give them affiliate commission of every product they sell. And we're actually selling carnivore electrolytes on TikTok. And so I would say that carnivore electrolytes is a little bit viral because the carnivore diet is viral. All right. Is it easy to ship? You don't want to sell things on Amazon that are going to easily break, obviously. But I say that, but a lot of people don't realize that that's so important. And ideally, you want something that's lightweight. Under a pound is always recommended. But, sometimes you can break the rules. I have a lot of people that have broken the rules and still had a lot of success. Next question is it a premium product? Can you sell your product for more than the competition? I never want to compete on price. I always want to be the most premium brand out there. I've seen other people that try to compete on price, and that's just not for me, to be honest with you. And the reason why is, let's say with carnivore electrolytes, let's say I wanted to be the cheapest product out there. You know what? Right now, it's actually pretty affordable, but this one's a little bit cheaper. Or even maybe, that's only 20 stick packs. But if I tried to compete on price, that would mean that instead of charging $37.97, I'd be charging $19.97, which would mean that, okay, this is the way it works. When you're selling a product this product cost me $7 to make, and I'm selling it for $37.97. When you subtract out the FBA fees, the Amazon selling fee, everything like that, I think I'm making like 50% margins. I'm making like $20 per unit I sell. Now, if I were to sell this for $25, that would mean that I'm only making, what is that, like $5 per unit that I sell? So by doubling the price, it actually quadruples, 4x's the amount of profit that I'm making. And if the price was cut in half, I wouldn't be getting 4 times as many sales. You always want to sell a premium product because you're going to make more profit. And it's not that hard to make a premium product. It's all about branding. All right, let's go back here. Does your product have reorder potential? Ideally, is it consumable? And consumable doesn't just have to mean that you eat it. It could be like a beauty product, something you put on your skin that you use up and you have to get over and over again. It could be razor blades, those are reusable, though those take a while, or toothbrushes even. But you want something that once someone buys it once, they're gonna buy it over and over again. And for everybody that's watching live, make sure to, oh, look, am I blocking? I guess I'm kind of blocking this, but whatever. Everyone that's watching live, leave some comments at the end of my session here. I'm going to be answering all your guys' questions live. And yeah, if you're watching later, don't worry. Leave a comment down below. I'll still answer it. So we're going to go through the rest of the checklist really quickly, and then I'm going to start going live and showing you how I find products. So reorder potential. Yeah, are influencers likely to promote it? Especially with TikTok Shop, this is so important. Is it profitable? You want to have at least a 3x profitability, meaning if you buy it for $10, you can sell it for $30. However, 4x is even better, meaning you buy it for $10, you sell it for $40. 5x is better, buy it for $10, sell it for $50. Mine, what's the number there? 37.97 divided by 7. I've got a 5.4x markup on my product. So that's pretty cool. Is your product easy to manufacture? Carnivore electrolytes, you know what? There's not a lot of manufacturers that can do it, but my manufacturer can. It's a pretty easy product to manufacture. My first product ever, Performance Nut Butter over there, that product was a pain in the butt to manufacture. There was only like one manufacturer in the United States that could do it, or that would do it for me. And so I would never recommend selling that product to other people because the manufacturing was such a pain in the butt. What is the potential market and how many people would potentially buy that? Now, carnivore electrolytes is kind of small. It's kind of niche. But there's other products, like Performance Nut Butter is a good example of a product that potentially everybody would buy it just because it's a premium food. Where carnivore electrolytes is so specifically branded that it's probably not going to ever be like widely adopted. I usually like to sell products that have low competition. Is it a growing trend? And let me show you guys something cool. You can use Google Trends if you don't know about this. It's a very powerful tool. Carnivore diet. Let's look at the carnivore diet. It'll show you how often people are searching for things in Google, which isn't the same as Amazon. But I found carnivore electrolytes maybe somewhere around here. The idea, wait, is that when? Yeah, I think then and you can see it was a growing trend. It might be kind of dying now, actually. Who knows? May, how does May compare to last year? Yeah, it's dropping off a little bit. But in general, when I launched it, I saw that it was a growing trend. I'm hoping that it continues to grow, but when I launched it, it was on the uptick. Is it an evergreen product? Is it something, I try to avoid seasonal products. We talked earlier about Mother's Day products. I wouldn't sell Mother's Day products personally. Why? Because people only buy them, like 1 or 2 weeks out of the year. I wouldn't sell Christmas decorations. I wouldn't sell anything that people are only going to buy very rarely. Yeah, and then is there search volume? That's where this magnet tool comes in. I always try to sell products that people are actually searching for on Amazon. And you always want to sell a product that is priced above $15 and below $85. Yeah. So with that being said, drum roll, let's get into it and let's start doing some product research here. And let me just get everything ready. Yeah, again, one more pitch before we go. Make sure if you guys are interested, Join the Passion Product Formula before it's too late. We're up to 42 likes. Thank you guys for the likes. Always appreciate that. So let's go into the Amazon bestsellers. And I did this the other day. Let's go into any department. So let's talk about what some of my favorite categories to sell in are. I'm a big fan of beauty and personal care. We'll talk about the trends later, but that's a very trendy product category right now. The next one that we'll talk about is health and household. That's where a lot of supplements are. There's also grocery and gourmet foods. I sell a lot of food type products. Why? It's consumable. It's made in the USA. Guys, we talked about the Trump tariffs. I've done some videos on that now. If you want to win with the Trump tariffs, sell products that are made in the US. And most food products are. I like pet supplies. That's another consumable. You're not consuming it. Your dog's consuming it. I also like baby products. Baby products are always good. Yeah, those are some of the different categories. Now, I'm going to start with health and household because that's like one of my favorite categories. And let's go into diet and sports nutrition. Yeah, so I've done this before. You guys can see out of the top 8 best-selling products, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, 8 of them, or 4 out of the top 8 are actually electrolyte powders. And so something you can do is, let's look here. Let's look at these sticks. What you can do, if you guys don't know this and you've been watching my channel, I'm about to blow your mind. You can find out how much any product on Amazon is making. Let's do it live together. And you go in here. All right, so this is number 5 in health and household. We're then going to go to the Jungle Scout Sales Estimator. We're going to choose the marketplace as United States, choose the category health and household, enter the rank, boom, 5. So that product is selling 273,000 units per month. We then have to multiply it by the price here. So we have times 2159. Let's get rid of that. And this will tell us how much in revenue that product is making. So almost $6 million. Look at that. Yeah, almost $6 million per month this product is making, which is insane. So that's just to show you how much money you can make selling products on Amazon. $6 million per month, it's probably doing $2 to $3 million in profit. So now what we're gonna do, now that we see all these products, I always like to, and maybe we could do this live. Let's do it, yeah, let's do this live. All right, let's say that we wanted to sell a new type of electrolyte powder. This is what I would do. I would go into the magnet tool. I'm going to type in, electrolytes. Get keywords. I'll go ahead and run a new search for you guys. Yeah, someone said that they want the Google Sheet. I don't remember if it was the scorecard or this checklist or my idea vault. All 3 of these are available. So all 3 of these are available when you join the Passion Product Formula. I don't give these out to everyone for free. And in here, I've got a list of a bunch of different product ideas that I think would do well. And maybe I'll give you guys some sneak peeks of this later in this live. But as I go through and find ideas, we're going to add them here. So, all right, we're in the magnet tool. We typed in electrolytes. Now, the next thing that I do, we see 200,000 people are searching for electrolytes per month. What I do is I go down here, Magnet IQ score. Oh, before I go any further, I do want to remind you guys, I'm going to be using Helium-10 a lot. There's a link down below in the description. If you want to get Helium-10, I've never seen them offer this big of a discount code. Is that true? At least they haven't in a very long time. 35% off for 6 months. So yeah, link down below in the description. Use my link, get 35% off for 6 months. And when you use my link, you can also just sign up for a free account. But if you want to unlock all the features, you need the paid account. All right, guys, we're at 48 likes. And I'm going to show you live right now. Let's keep smashing that like button if you're new. Let me show you live as we find some real products. So I typed in electrolytes And now we're just gonna find other products. Okay, hydrogen water tablets. Let's look at this. All right, I'm gonna skip the sponsored products. Yeah, okay, so hydrogen water tablets. There's actually only one product. No, there's two. I saw this one and it was very obvious. Like this is super well branded because it's hydrogen tablets. Very obvious what it is. Yeah, they already have this covered. Though this product's new. Let's see how well they're doing. Okay, and another way to find out how much any product on Amazon is making is using the Helium-10 Chrome extension. So we're gonna go here. Actually doesn't have the revenue. It may just be a brand new product. Honestly, even though there is some competition, let's see. I'll put this as a potential idea, but it's not my favorite one. There is some competition, but I think this is the only person that's actually doing a good job. Like, look at, he's only got 10 reviews, but he's number one because it's so obvious, like, what his product is. He even shows it in action there. That's very well done. So we're going to add this to the scorecard, or to the idea vault here. Let's keep going here. Baja Gold. Baja Gold might be a brand name. Yeah, Baja Gold. And you never want to sell. So this will H2 tab. That's interesting. Liquid Death. This will sometimes show brand names, and obviously that's a dead end. Like Jupil Hydration. We're not going to sell anything, you know, Jupil Hydration. True Fru. That's probably a brand name. Let's pull it out. Let's see what it is. Yeah. Altitude sickness. All right, it says that YouTube's doing some buffering right now. Give me a comment if you guys can still see everything fine. It's saying that it's not receiving enough data to be able to make a smooth video, but I don't think that's actually true. All right, so nothing here. Let's go to page 2. Oh, you know, something I want to show you guys before we go any further with that. The other day, I actually did find a new product that I haven't talked about here on this channel, and I want to show you guys that product. So let me log in. So, I don't know what happened there. You'll see Cam later found an idea for a product called Clove Water. And let's go into the Cerebro, the magnet tool. So I was like, okay, if clove water is an idea, I was going through here and I was trying to find out what else we could sell related to cloves. And I found something really cool. I'm gonna see if I can replicate how I found it, but I might not be able to. Okay, everyone's saying their video quality is great. We're up to 50 likes, 100 people viewing this. That's amazing. Shout out to all 100 of you guys. Guys, leave in the chat where you're from. I'd love to know, you know, what places we got people coming in from. So Clove. Let's see if we go to the Magnet IQ score here. Let's see. Oh, something else I like to do. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, 150 rows per page. All right, I'm just going to jump to the chase here. I won't make you guys go through the whole thing. Clove Tea. So over the next, wow, yeah, search volume 10,000 searches per month. Over the next 7 days, if I can't find a product in the next hour, this is going to be the product that I use. Clove Tea. I'm gonna show you live how I create this product. It's got over 10,000 searches, and what's cool about this is the kind of product we're looking for. When we go to Amazon and we search Clove Tea, all right, well, we got this here, Clove Tea, right? But this is Clove Tea with black tea. And I don't drink, I sometimes drink caffeine. I'm not like religious about it, but I avoid caffeine. So if I wanted to get Clove Tea, I would not want this kind of product. I would want, and the same here, like clove and black tea. And this is just like cloves, but this isn't really like for tea. So like there's all these different products and there's no premium product here. Wellness collection, herbally wellness collection, organic herbal ginger tea. Wow. So people type in clove tea. There's 10,000 people a month looking for it. And look at, no freaking clove tea. This is what I'm talking about. This is a winner. Boom. I don't know if you guys know this, but I was trying to make boom my catchphrase. I've had it in some videos. Look, we got people from all over. We got Bangladesh, Miami, Colombia, Kentucky, New York, Nigeria, Pakistan, Austria, Mexico, Lebanon, India, Portland, Oregon, USA, another New York. You guys New York people should get together. If you see, oh no, New York, you just put that twice. India, Ghana, Las Vegas, fabulous Las Vegas, Chris over there. Syed from India, Sahar from Afghanistan, and we're at 111. Boom, guys. We already found one product. So I'm going to put this to put it right here. And you know what? Before I go any further, let me show you guys live as I rank clove tea. You know what? And that's actually a good note. We should add the ranking system in here. Let me write that down. See, this is one of the things I'm always doing. I'm always trying to improve the course, and that's why I'm happy that we're doing this live. All right, let me make a note. Add the product scorecard to the idea vault. Yeah, because one thing I recommend when you join my program and you find out how we do product research, which I'm showing you guys some of the methods right now, you write down all your products here and then you give them all a score. And then once you've given them all a score, you pick the best one. So let's go over the scorecard live right here. So I'm gonna make a copy of this, duplicate. We're gonna call this clove tea because we're gonna make a score for clove tea. So how unique is this product? I mean, we can debate this. I'm gonna give it a 9 because maybe even a 10 because there's nothing else on Amazon that is exactly what I'm looking at, clove tea. How much better is it than the competition? Honestly, it's a 10 because nothing else is what I'm talking about. How brandable is it? All right, it's maybe a 7. This could be higher, but you know, selling clove tea is not the most brandable thing in the world. How viral is this product? I'd actually give it an 8. I think that there is viral. I've seen that this has been going viral. In fact, let's look, because any kind of product like this, let's look at this here. Yeah, look at that. It's been popping off recently. Let's go. Even in the last 1 year, it had way less search volume. It peaked out at like 24,000. Clove tea is where it's at. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. And then Cam is going to be doing one called clove water. So we're going to launch 2 products, one that's clove tea, one that's clove water, and they're going to be fairly similar. There might be some slight differences. I'll talk about what that is later. Maybe Cam can talk about that as well. But let's keep going here. Okay, we're going on the scorecard. Is it easy to ship? Yeah, it's super easy. It's going to be I love tea because it's so lightweight. It's not breakable. It's very easy to ship. How premium? Oh, I was actually supposed to be putting all this stuff in here. I messed up. Hold on. That's the adjusted score. So that happens when I haven't done this in a little while. So duplicate. All right, there we go. All right. Clove tea. The benefits of being live. Reorder, no, how premium is your product? I'd say at least an 8. It's not the most premium thing, but we can make it pretty premium. Reorder potential, 9. They're going to have to consume it and reorder. Influencers likely to promote, 9. Like, I think we can get a lot of influencers to promote. Profitability. Teas are not always as profitable as I'd like them to be. I'd say a 7. Ease of manufacturing, very easy. I already have a manufacturer for this, and we can find more. Barrier to entry. Now, okay, this is a problem. I'd say 5. There's nothing stopping other people from doing this. How big is the potential market? 8. This is like something I could see spreading quite wide. How much competition is there? So 10 means there's like no competition. Is it a growing trend? I'd say it's like 8 out of 10. Like, it's definitely growing. Is it evergreen or seasonal? I'd say it's pretty evergreen, 8. And then search volume is like a 10. So look at this. This is definitely amazing product. We won already, we're only like 30 minutes into doing product research. To be fair, I did find this the other day. So let's keep going. Let's keep looking and see if we can find an electrolyte powder. See if we can find a product for you. Another thing that I would do here, actually, like as I'm talking about this, I might even just do this live with you guys, is if I just typed in tea and I typed in get keywords, let's run a new search. We can go through here and we can find products. So let me go back. Yeah, we're at 109. We got 58 likes. Guys, if you're excited that we found Clove Tea, smash that like button. If you're watching this and you have not hit that like button, if your like button's not blue, this is your call to action. This is your time to hit it. Let's see, we're at 58 likes. I'm gonna wait a minute or two and see if we can get that number up to 70. Minimum. All right. So I'll go through here in a little bit too, and we'll see if we can find another tea product. But I think first, so I'm not jumping around too much, let's stay here, see if we can find any electrolyte powders. Now, products that have such a high magnet IQ score, oftentimes it's a lot of brand names. So let me go here and do 150. Where did I leave off at? A lot of these are brand names. So a lot of times it's not until like page 2 or 3 that things actually start to get interesting. At 62 likes. All right, page 2. Start from the top here. Relight. Booby bars. Kind of curious. This is how niche down products can be. I'll let you guys figure out what's going on here, but that's amazing. That's hilarious. But that's smart. It's smart marketing. And that's another thing, like that's a niche that I don't know a lot about, obviously, but like the pregnancy niche is definitely a valuable niche to go into, or the same thing with babies. It's just not where my specialty lands. I don't know, it's not. So something, if you guys are new to the channel and you don't know about this, I talk about here a lot, creating a passion product. You want to create a product that you're actually passionate about. That's why I sell supplements and like healthy food and different things like that, because I believe in it. But this is where I think female entrepreneurs have a huge advantage. Most entrepreneurs are male. And so there's a lot of competition in male dominated spaces, but most of the purchases online are made by females. So what does that mean? That means that there's a huge opportunity for you to make money selling products on Amazon if you're a woman, because you're not gonna have as much competition, and that's where most of the buyers are. Oh, we did get up to 66 likes, not quite 70, which is what my goal was. All right, we're going. Oh, what else do we got here? All right, zinc carnosine. So here, this might be interesting. Let's see how much zinc glutamate. Okay, that means there is some zinc carnitine. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't sell this. There's too much competition. I mean, maybe we could sell another supplement brand, but yeah, like, I mean, that's too much competition for me. Buoy drops. I don't know what that is, but let's just see what that is. Interesting. Potassium chloride. I bet you, I mean, I think I've bought potassium chloride before. Clear protein powder? Clear? Is that a brand name? Oh yeah, it's a brand name. Mylicon? I don't know what that is. Is it a brand name too? Yeah, it's a gas relief. Beast of Salt. I don't know what that is. Look how many unique brands there are. Okay, that's a book, apparently. Dr. Boz store. I think people meant Dr. Oz. It's is Dr. Boz? No, Dr. Boz is a real thing too. Okay, so you know what? Something I messed up on. Since we're looking for an electrolyte powder, we should have it, make sure it contains the word electrolyte. Electrolytes. So this is only going to show things that include the word electrolytes. So yeah, this is going to give us a lot better results. Magnet IQ score here. So yeah, we want to avoid all these brand names. Chick electrolytes. Huh. Pickleball electrolytes, that's so interesting. I mean, this is a potential one. Calling it, I don't know what the legality is, but a lot of people are looking for pickleball electrolytes. Electrolytes for pickleball. Oh, they have it here. Yeah, so someone already did this. I wonder how well they're doing. Sorry, I clicked on their sponsored. All right. We're at 108 people, 74 likes. Nice, we hit it. Let's see if we can find out how much money this is making. It's a little bit slow. Hey, we got someone watching from OC, California. Nice. We're going to be doing, by the way, for everybody watching, we're going to be doing a in-person meetup in October. If you're interested in more information about that, email me, travis@passionproduct.com. My computer is going super slow. Okay, yeah, we got a lot of lag now. People are saying from watching the live. I'm not sure what is happening or why that is. Yeah. Oh, that's frustrating because my internet is super fast. Let me try something here. All right, well, if there's a lot of lag, I'm not really sure what's going on. Maybe I have too many tabs open. Let me see if I can get rid of some tabs here. All right, let me know if that's any better. I also tried stopping the recording that I was doing, but I'm gonna have to start it back up eventually. Yeah, that might help or it might not. I'm not really sure. Anyways, let's go back to pickleball electrolytes. I mean, my computer's going pretty fast. Don't know why there's lag. Maybe I'll answer some questions in the meantime until I get some confirmation whether or not. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so it's not. This actually isn't making that much money. You know, $2,000 a month, but that's probably like $1,000 profit almost. Except for the selling it for $22. Maybe not actually. All right, let's keep going. I'm gonna look now to see. Yeah. All right, I'm still lagging. I felt like I fixed it, but maybe I didn't. Cynthia is interested in meeting me. Yeah, nice. We'll do it in, send me an email, travis@passionproduct.com. All right, let's keep going. Let's see what else we find here. All right, sounds like it's better now. Tailwind electrolytes. Only a little better. Some people say a lot better. All right, guys. So yeah, for anyone that's new joining us on the live, we had a little bit of a lag issue, but if you're happy that that got fixed, smash that like button. You know how it goes. All right, let's keep going here. Bum electrolytes. Let's see. I don't know what that means. A lot of brand names. Dog electrolytes. Okay. Okay. Let's see. You know, to be honest with you, this is kind of cool. I like this. Yeah, I mean, I think we could do a brand that's just like dog electro. I'm gonna, yes, this is a winner. It would be very easy for us to do this. Dang. I still think Clove Tea is a cooler one, but yeah, that's interesting. Dog electrolytes, boom. We got one. You think dog electrolytes are too niche down? I don't think so at all. Look at the search volume, 1,600. Let's see, is it growing trend? Not really. It's all time. Yeah, actually, if you look at over all time, yeah, people 100%. This is one of the good ones. And then putting it as like sticks. I guess they have it here, dog electrolytes and joint supplement. Yeah, but they combined them. I think some people just want them separate. Pet supplements. That's going to be a thing. All right, we got someone that says that I'm the GOAT FBA seller. Appreciate that. Honestly, it's curious. I'm curious. It's interesting. I'm curious who you guys follow on YouTube. So first off, who do you follow on YouTube that's an influencer in the Amazon space? And then what about everywhere else? Like, who are your go-to people? Because on YouTube, I don't feel like there's a lot left. I feel like a lot of them have kind of disappeared. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like there's not a lot of big people left. Did I put dog electrolytes on here? Yeah. Dog electrolytes. And in fact, I'm just going to put dog supplements. Premium dog supplements. That's a huge idea. I'm sure there's already people doing it, but I'm sure it could be done better. And I'm sure there's room for that. I don't have a dog. I've wanted a dog for a long time. I've wanted a golden retriever for a long time. That's my dog of choice. Leave in the comments down below as well. So first off, we got to know what Amazon influencers do you follow? Is there anybody on YouTube? What about Instagram, TikTok? But then next question is, what kind of dog breed would you get if you could get anything? Yeah, so Peter Jackson, famous director, watching my video right now, he's asking me, what am I looking at? And I look at the Magnet IQ score first. I sort it by that, but then next up is search volume. Search volume is what I care a lot about. Nice, we're at 81 likes. Yeah, and reminder, guys, before I go any further, 10 a.m. tomorrow, I'm going to be back here in live. I think I'm probably going to do 1 p.m. PST on Friday. So tomorrow we're going to find manufacturers. And maybe I'll find a manufacturer for my dog electrolytes. Though I could probably use the same company that does my existing electrolytes. Though I do think that should be in sticks instead. Peter Jackson says, anyone besides Trevin Peterson? Why not Trevin Peterson? I'm curious. I actually just went to Miami this last weekend and I saw him for a day. Yeah, I'm curious what I don't have strong opinions. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. All right, what do we got? Morning routine electrolytes. Well, that's a cool brand name. Man, there's so many different products out there. Electrolytes without stevia. We have electrolytes for dogs, 1,400. So I think what was the first one that we put? Was like, yeah, electrolytes for dogs. Alpha Dog Resurgence. Yeah, I don't like that branding. It's not obvious enough to me what it is. Yeah, see, look at this. 1,500 people per month are searching for dog electrolytes. Another 1,500 per month are searching for electrolytes for dogs. More people are probably searching for dog supplements. We're gonna do, shoot, I don't know when I'm gonna do that. I got so many product ideas. I don't have enough time to get it all done. All right, what do we have? Electrolytes for pregnancy. See, this is what I was talking about. Electrolyte mom fuel, that's not bad. Needed. Yeah, I'd say that this is already pretty much serving it. If I was a mom, if I had been pregnant before, I've never been pregnant, surprisingly, then maybe I would sell. I would create a brand like this. Look at, yeah, that's a great brand, Hydro Mom. All right, so that's already covered. That niche is covered. All right, we're starting to get towards the end here. I mean, I could keep going, but I don't know if I want to. All right, you know what I'm gonna do here? I'm gonna take, well, let's see, electrolytes for kids. That's interesting. There's got to be, yeah, like there's a lot of, yeah, there's a lot of competition for that. I did a sugar-free electrolytes. It didn't do super well. Yeah, that one did okay. Let's keep going here. All right, so what I'm gonna do here, before I go any further, I think in just a second, we're gonna look at the other one. I still haven't even shown you guys all the different ways to do product research, but that's okay. So I wanna take a pause, and before I show you guys some different tea ideas, if you guys have any questions for me, leave them in the chat. Specifically, I'm gonna prioritize questions about the program. Reminder, I think we've only had this open for 1 day. Already 28 of the spots are gone. Got 22 spots left. That's what usually happens. The first day and the last day is when the most people join. So if you guys are looking to join, probably have a couple days, but I wouldn't wait because this will probably sell out. I am closing registration next Tuesday, no matter what. So Peter Jackson said, "You're by far one of the best gurus out there." Thank you. I always have mixed feelings about the term guru because like a lot of people use that as like a derogatory term. Yeah, appreciates my transparency and actually show the numbers. Yeah, people love that I show the numbers. Okay, yeah, Trevor Peterson. Wow, okay, that's interesting. Okay, I won't say too much on the live, but yeah, he was earlier. Peter talked about why he was not a fan of Trevin, but I read it. Kevin Pack, Reezy Resells, Honest FBA, yeah, Shahid Narwar. Yeah, okay, so there's some good people there. Yeah, some people are saying I'm the #1 Amazon YouTube guru, which I'll take as a positive there. I'm trying to look here, see if there's any questions. I probably won't remove this live. This live will stay up forever. We got 85 likes. Thanks, guys. Let's see what else we have. Any questions? Oh, Burham Bay said, "What's my watch model?" So I'll tell you guys really quick the story about the watch, and then we'll get back into some product research. But I don't know how many of you guys, I don't know how long you guys have been watching this channel for. But I've been doing YouTube for almost 10 years now. I've been doing Amazon for 10 years. And, you know, when I first started, I didn't take it that seriously. But then I started taking it seriously and it grew. Like I said, I could go this way. I think that's the right way to go. Yeah, it grew and it grew and it grew. And I was really happy. I was making really good money and things were going really well. And my friends were like, "You should get yourself a nice watch." So I went to the Rolex store and I'm like, "I'm going to get a Rolex Datejust," which is like, you know, one of their lower, one of their lower end models, but it's freaking Rolex, right? It's not the lowest end model. But anyways, the way it works when you go into a Rolex store, I don't know how many of you guys know this, you can't buy a Rolex. You can't just walk in and say, I want to buy a Rolex. They put you on a wait list. And so what ended up happening is I went in, I got put on the wait list, and then it took me 3 months before they called me back. Now, something interesting happened before they called me back. I don't know how long you guys have been watching this channel for, but I think it was it was November 2023. My entire channel got deleted. Everything, I got hacked. Everything I had, all my online presence got deleted and removed, including my YouTube channel. Now, YouTube was the only one that gave me a hard time about it. YouTube basically told me, sorry, we're not gonna give you your channel back. And at that point, I mean, I have my Amazon business, but a lot of my energy, a lot of my focus was on the YouTube channel. It's on my coaching program here. And the only way that people find out about this coaching program, the passionproductformula.com, the only way people find out about this is from my YouTube channel. So like overnight, my entire business was removed from the internet, and I emailed YouTube and I told them someone hacked me, they deleted my channel, and they're like, oh my God, we can help. Then they immediately said, sorry, never mind, it's deleted, it's gone forever. And they went back and forth on whether or not they were gonna help me. And then finally they told me, sorry, your account has been deleted, you're not gonna ever give it back, do not email us again. Then the next day, Rolex called and said, hey, do you want that watch? And I'm like, no way do I want the watch. Like, I just watched my entire business. I'm not gonna go buy a premium, Rolex Datejust watch after my account got deleted. So anyways, fast forward, I hired a lawyer. It took me a month to get my YouTube account back. And, I guess I go this way. My channel was here, and then after the hack, it was down here. It wasn't performing nearly as well. My entire business had fallen apart. And so I spent the next year, basically all of 2024, growing my business back up. And Rolex stopped calling me. They stopped offering me because I turned them down once. So I called them back and I said, hey, you know what? I've started to build my business back up. Like, I really want that watch. And they kind of ignored me for a while, but it wasn't until my business was back to where it was, maybe even a little bit better than it was before the hack, that they actually called me and said, all right, we got some options for you. And about a month ago, I bought the watch. And so to me, this watch symbolizes the fact that everything can get taken away from me and I can grow it up again. That like, I didn't get lucky one time. And if you guys have watched this channel, you know that I've launched multiple businesses. I launched Performance Nut Butter, 6-figure passive income business. I launched the dance clothing business. I've launched Carnivore Electrolytes. I've launched this YouTube channel. And so for me, this is very symbolic of like, it's not luck. I'm the person, I've transformed. I've become someone that can grow a business. So I'll show you guys. Let's see if I cover my face. Sometimes it auto, yeah, there we go. So that's my watch. It's got white gold on it. Yeah, it's white gold on the outside and like the dials and the numbers and everything. Let's see if I go out of the frame. I love it. And like, I'm growing up, I never thought I would own a Rolex watch. I'm like, wow, that's for rich people. And it's kind of this realization that, hey, like I've arrived. And again, I'm not trying to be the flashy, look at my watch, look at my Lambo type guy. But yeah, it's symbolic and it's meaningful for me. So this is the kind of stuff I don't usually share on this channel. But now when you guys see the watch, you'll know like, wow, it means like I'll wear it on days where I don't even see anybody. And the thing about owning a nice watch like this is very few people know the difference between a $50 watch and like this watch. So anyways, that's not why you guys came here. Let's keep going and let's talk about some more stuff here. What else do we got? What else do we have? And you know what? I know in just a little bit, I'm going to give it over to Connor to come do his product research. I want to see what kind of good stuff I can get to you guys before then. We're up to 97 people watching, 89 likes. Let's keep going here. If you guys liked my little rant, smash that like button, let me know. And if you didn't, just leave a comment and just be like, Travis, I don't want to hear about your personal life. Ugh, get out of here. All right, let's go back. I think we already kind of went through. I mean, we could keep looking. Goat electrolytes. Is that literally for goats? Or is it greatest of all time? Look at goat electrolyte. That's hilarious. Look at the niches. All right. You know what? maybe later I'll go through here and I'll try to find some teas for you. Let's see if we can rapid fire do it. So first thing we learned, phases containing the word tea. All right, so that gives us 6,000 results. Ballerina tea, what is that? Is that a brand name? Wow, it is. Tupi tea. I mean, here's an interesting one. I don't know what this is. Wow. How many people are searching for this? Here's a great one, right? 231. So it's not a lot of people, but maybe that's like a let's just see. Maybe we can here. Let's just look at how many people are searching for 2PT without the last part. So you got to think outside the box sometimes to find a good product. All right. All right, I definitely lost some viewers while I was on my watch rant. We're down to 88, but that's okay. We're going to get them back. We're going to get them back here. People are going to come. They're going to watch us find some more. We're finding some 2PT. Finding out how, oh, actually we just jumped up to 95 as soon as I told them we're going to get them back. There we go. That's interesting. So wait, 2PT. Yeah, search volume's not 292. There's something. That might be like a good beginner product for somebody. Lemon balm tea. Let's see if there's products here. Yeah. Yeah, there's someone already doing this arnica flower tea. Yeah, there's a few people. I wouldn't do that. Chupapanza tea. Oh yeah, it's like a brand name, I think. Arizona tea, red raspberry leaf tea. Yeah. All right, you guys get the idea though. Mother's milk. What is that? Yeah. All right, you guys get the idea here. All right, so we're going through here. Let's see if we can do some other cool things before my time runs out. Let me look at the chat. I haven't looked since I went on a. Yeah, so City Path said in the course, the passion product formula, do we provide insurance brokers? And the answer is yes. We can hook you up with some insurance brokers. Oh, is Connor's watching? Yeah. Oh, yeah, so Connor's going through. He's leaving some comments. That's awesome. Yeah, and Connor will be here, and he'll respond probably if you guys... By the way, is it too late to sell on Amazon FBA? Especially with the tariffs now. Guys, I just did a video about this. Check out my channel, and I did a whole video talking about the tariffs. It's not too late. The tariffs are going to make it better. I mean, look, not in a political stance. It's going to make it harder for people that are selling products made in China, but you don't have to make your product in China. You can make your product in the US. Someone asked about the program. How many days is it live? So we're closing registration next Tuesday at midnight. But once you join, you get lifetime access for now. We're going to be taking away this straight up. Me and Connor every day, not every day, at least once a week, we're talking about should we change it to you have to pay yearly to be part of the program. But anyone that joins right now, you get lifetime access. Frostax said, did I sell my nut butter brand to Robert Oliver? No comment. I'll just say this. Whoever I sold it to, I'm not a big fan of. And I don't want to get into any legal trouble, but it did not, I'm not happy with it. And the person, yeah, I'll just stop there. I did a video where I did share a while ago who I sold it to. Yeah, I don't even want to get into it. Very not happy with that. Someone asked, what's the minimum amount of money you would need to start an Amazon business? I did a whole video about this. The answer is $0 if you do a Kickstarter, $1,500 to $5,000 if you don't want to do a Kickstarter. Yeah, someone asked what happened to my nut butter product. I sold it to somebody, someone that may or may not have already been mentioned in this live, and they ran it into the ground. And, you know, there's two sides to every story. I'll do a video in the next month or two talking about that. And, you know, they'll complain about me. And the manufacturing was a pain in the butt. I'm sure they'll have some complaints about me. I have complaints about them. We had a contract that wasn't honored. I'll put it that way. Someone asked, is the course focused more about sourcing in the US, consumable products, or more dialed towards selling the Chinese private label? We talk about how to do both. So it's really up to you, because some products are cheaper to be manufactured in China, even with the tariffs. But I think the tariffs are going to go away eventually. All right, let's keep going. Let me show you guys another method. So what have we done so far? We talked a little bit about the bestseller method. Oh yeah, let me show you guys another cool method. So let's look if there's any cool new supplements. I wonder about creatine. All right, so this is an idea. So here's creatine monohydrate. I'm gonna show you guys another tool that we can use. Okay, so we need what do we call this? The ASIN. So we're gonna take this ASIN number. So every product on Amazon is assigned an ASIN. ASIN stands for Amazon Standard Identification Number, I believe. Yeah. Then we're gonna go here. We're gonna go into the tools. We're gonna go into Cerebro. We're gonna put this number in here. And we're gonna see what are people searching for where they're buying this product. Now, if we find that so creatine, people are probably searching for creatine monohydrate, things like that. But maybe people are searching for like creatine for athletes, creatine for dogs, creatine for whatever. Boom, we just hit 100 likes. That's a new world record for this video at least. All right, new world record, 100 likes. If you guys are happy that we hit 100 likes, let's get another like in there. We have more likes than we have people currently watching. That's magic. All right, so we're gonna go in here. We're gonna go to the Cerebro IQ score. And we're going to see what people are searching for. So I'm gonna type in, well, actually, you know what? We don't even need to. Creatine gummies, that's been a big thing. So first thing I'm gonna do here is this. And then let's go through. I wish there was a way to get rid of brand names. Oh, we just got a bunch of, City Pass removed something. And by the way, there's a delay between my live and whatever. So City Pass said, I want to join a program that focuses on selling consumables, things you put in or on your body, and specifically made in the USA. Is your course a good fit? Yes. I mean, if you look at what I sell, look, I can teach how to sell products that are made in China. But if you look at what I've sold nut butter, I've sold tea, I currently sell 2 different types of tea. I sell electrolytes. Like, I think that's the biggest opportunity right now, is to sell consumables. That's and the margins, like, guys, I think I showed you earlier. Let's refresh this. So far today, it was $800. I got to re-sign in. Oh, well, do I want to do this right now? I'll do it later. Here, I'll show you guys on my phone. That's interesting. Let's sign me out. Show you guys my sales numbers so far today. So it's loading up right now. I don't want to enable push notifications. All right. So I gotta get my face out of the way. That's the numbers. So far today, done almost $900 in sales. The last 30 days, or the last year, it's been over $600,000 in sales. And that's pretty much all consumable. Consumable products. So yeah, I mean, for City Pass, I'd highly recommend, if you want to join, go to passionproductformula.com before it's too late. We got 22 spots left. Selling them out quickly. All right, I got distracted here. That's what I do. That's what I do best. All right. What's this? Creane. I don't know if that's a name brand. Might be a misspell. Yeah, whatever it is, it doesn't look like a good option. Korea Pure. True CMOS. Guarana powder. It's probably already popular. Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't sell that. Harlow. Jack Harlow. What is Harlow? Harlow's a brand name. Sorry, I'm looking at I'm just reading through the chat as I'm doing this. Orlistat. So another thing that we're going to probably add a module about, or at least a couple lessons about, is partnering with influencers. Yeah, that's a whole other thing. Connor, if you're watching this, that's something we got to start doing more, is partnering with influencers, helping them launch products. That'll be a cool thing. All right, well, that's something that's already being sold. Anabolic steroids for muscle growth. You can't sell steroids on Amazon, but people are looking. 7,000 people a month are looking. I wonder if there's like a... Yeah, see, look, they did a smart job. Anabol ripped. They make it seem like it's steroids, but it's not. But look at, they show up at the top for anabolic steroids. Very smart. Look at how much they're being, yeah. Turk testosterone, another one. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, you take people's intention, and you can't actually sell steroids on Amazon. So what people do is instead sell something related that'll give people the same benefit, muscle growth, hopefully. I don't know what HMB is, but it's probably something interesting. Yeah, for the word count filter, it is actually probably better to put, let's say, all right, so let's look. Right now we have 7,000 filtered keywords. Let's put a minimum search volume of 100. Let's put the word count for, I'd just say 2. Like carnivore electrolytes was only 2 words. We definitely don't want 1. Word count up here. So it went from 7,000, yeah, down to 4,000. All right, but now I lost my place. It's not hard to get ungated in the electrolytes category. Creatine gummies for women. So see, this is what I'm talking about, like niching down. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely for women. So they've already got this. But I think they could do a better job. I mean, this is creatine gummies for women is, that's interesting. That's an interesting category. Boom. There we go, another one. Guys, let me know in the comments if you guys like this. Let me know, are you guys more excited about just this video in particular, the product research? I'm excited about the review that's interesting. Tomorrow, PST, 1 PST. Or YouTube not receiving data. Oopsies. Weight gainer. All right, so whatever, you get the idea. We're gonna keep going through here. I could do, maybe I'll do some more of this in a minute. I get bored with this because, well, to be honest, when I'm on the live, like I want to keep you guys entertained all the time, and I don't know, like sometimes it's a little bit boring. Carb blocker, that's interesting. How to be a grown-up. Yeah, how do you be a grown-up? All right. So let's go back. Let me just show you guys what I would do if I were you. Bestsellers. So yeah, the riches are in the niches. So let's go into grocery and gourmet. Let's say, what's a good one? Pantry staples. Let's look there. And the more niche down you go, the more interesting things get. So chia seeds. I wonder if there's chia butter. That'd be a chia butter. Let's look on Amazon. There's got to be chia butter. Shea butter, shea butter. Yeah, everyone, there's no chia butter. Let's look in helium-10 if people are interested in that. Yeah, let me open up a new tab. Chia. Is anyone interested in chia butter? Is it lagging? All right, maybe it's a little less now. All right. My OBS might be lagging. It's still up. Chia butter, get keywords. It's taking a while to load. Let me see if there's any. Yeah, I mean, Connor's been doing a good job answering all questions here. Something too. Butter. Nah, search volume 109. I wouldn't waste my time with chia butter. But yeah, you can go through all these different ones. Coconut oil. That's interesting. You go through each of these and you could add them into the Cerebro tool like we did with the creatine monohydrate and just go through and find what are related things that people are searching for. All right, so what I'm going to do now, let me see what else. Let's see what else is interesting to talk about. Do I have? Oh, where'd it go? I wanted to see the different methods that I was going to teach you guys. Yeah, so let me pull it up. So we've talked about the bestseller, we've talked about Cerebro, Blackbox. I have a lot of other videos where I talk about that. The keyword method, Amazon search method. Oh, I didn't even go into that yet. Yeah, I mean, I did it briefly. Let's just do it for a minute and see what we can come up with. So TA. Oh, I got to turn off helium-10, otherwise it messes it up. Well, actually, helium-10 can make it better. Except it's slow. I'm gonna turn this off. I think I gotta close some tabs here. Too many tabs. Alrighty. Okay, I want to turn this off. I don't know why this is taking forever. Turn off. My computer is lagging. Things are going. There we go. Okay, turn that off. All right, so now we can do the keyword method. Okay, so let's say TA. What do we have? We have tahini, tang, you know, all these different things. What about TB? It's nothing really interesting. TC, TD, TE, Tea bags, T forte tequila tempeh. A B C D E F G H I. What about TI? Text. Here you go, TA. And yeah, we can just go through here forever and do that. I'm sure there's a more efficient way to do this. So in just a minute here, I'm gonna have Connor coming down, and he's gonna take over and show you guys how he does product research. But really quickly, maybe we'll talk about the trend report later in this live. I'll definitely share with this in people that join. Share this with people that join the Passion Products Formula. But 18 high demand products and trending products to sell in 2025. So here's some different category electronics. They're saying surge protectors, shoes, acne patches. I think there's something there, like acne in the beauty and personal care. That's kind of interesting. Kitchen, whey protein powders, writing tablets. The whey protein powder is already pretty saturated. Cat litter. I'm sure if someone hasn't done it yet, someone's gonna do like a more organic, more sustainable cat litter. Pest control, you know, all these different things. Yeah, so I'm gonna have Connor come down here when he gets a chance. But in the meantime, I'm gonna just let you guys know again, we only got 22 spots left. I don't know. Actually, I haven't checked. This might not be updated. I haven't checked if anybody has joined since we started the live. But I'm going to look over some of these questions here while we're waiting for Connor. Hopefully he gets the message. Yeah, Connor's been doing a good job answering all these. He was asking, is it good to sell baby wipes? Sahir is asking, is it good to sell baby wipes on Amazon? Unless you can make your product better than the competition, I would not. How much profit do I make daily or monthly? So I'd say $30,000, $40,000 a month in profit, which is like, you know, $40,000 a month is almost $500,000 a year in profit. Pretty happy with that. Not going to complain too much. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, and one other thing that I'll just mention, we had one of the things I want to talk about is my favorite. So my favorite method for finding products, you know, there's a reason why I call it the Passion Product Formula. Ideally, when you're finding products, you want to find something that you're passionate about. Like carnivore electrolytes, I tried out the carnivore diet, and I went to Amazon and I typed in electrolytes for carnivore diet, and that's how I found that. So you always want to find things that you're passionate about, but then check with the magnet tool, check to make sure that it actually makes sense. So we got Connor right here. Connor is going to show you how he does product research. So come on down, and he's quite the expert. So we're going to get him set up. And so I'll have you put this on as well. We're recording as well. Every once in a while, if it starts to lag, you may need to stop the recording here and start it back up. The actual mic, this is the mic that's going to the live.
Sweet.
And yeah, you can close any tabs you want, open any tabs you want. All right, guys. Connor will be here.
All right. How's everybody doing? Great to see all you guys in here. 92 people on the stream, so this is great to see. We're about to dive into some real product research, picking up exactly where Travis left off here, and diving into some more strategies. And specifically, I want to talk about how we found the idea for our latest product. And this is showing you how we actually dove in and did the product research to find the product that we're going to be launching live with you guys across the next 7 days here. So I'm glad everybody's tuned in so that you guys can see this live. And if you guys have been following along with Travis's channel, you might have seen several of the recent products we've launched. One of those being Carnivore Electrolytes, which is an electrolyte powder for the carnivore diet. We launched that product back last March, so almost, I would say 14, 15 months ago. That product has started doing very well. That product is targeted towards the carnivore diet. So we're riding the trend that the carnivore diet is big right now. The carnivore diet is the thing. It's what everybody is doing. Similar to how the keto diet was big and Travis was able to ride that trend with keto nut butter, or performance nut butter, which targeted the keto diet. Now we can see the carnivore diet is what's rising right now. So that product has done super well. We're doing over $100,000 a month with that product, selling it on Amazon, launching it just a little bit over a year ago. And off of that success, just a few months ago, we launched Carnivore Jerky. Now, Carnivore Jerky is also doing well. And just to pull up a little bit about how these products are doing, we can take a look at Carnivore Electrolytes right here. We can see, oops, didn't mean to click on the sponsored listing. But we can see this product right here is doing over 1,000 sales a month. It's $37, so $38 basically. So you guys can do the math. 1,000 times 38 equals $38,000 a month, and that's from this one variation. That's not even including our lemon flavor, and we actually sell probably more like 1,800 than 1,000, but this is just showing you your bare bones estimate. If we had the Helium 10 tool right here, we'd be able to see how much this product is doing as well. And then just taking a look at our latest launch, Carnivore Jerky, which came out just around 2 months ago, or less than 2 months ago, honestly. And we can see that this product is doing over 300 in sales per month at $20. So this product is bringing us over $6,000. It's actually more like $13,000 if you add everything up. So we're doing around $13,000 a month selling this product that we launched very recently. And we think we can even do a lot better with that product as well. So by seeing these two products, we can see the carnivore diet is really big right now. And so something that's really cool to be able to see is Google Trends. And Google Trends will basically show you what are the biggest trends that are being searched for right now. Google has access to so much data as it's the #1 search engine in the world, so they can see what people are searching for and see trends as they happen. So for instance, right now the NBA playoffs are happening. So let's look up NBA and see. We want to go ahead and move this over to the past 12 months so we can see the trend. But we can see it's the playoffs right now. Searches for the NBA, they're peaking right now. So this is really cool. And we could even back this up further, and we could go past 5 years or even from 2004 present to see this. So we can see each year where the playoffs happen, interest peaks and it drops back down, it peaks again, it drops back down, and this is the ebbs and flow. So I want to turn our attention real quick to the carnivore diet to show you a little bit behind the scenes. So if you think you have an idea that might be trending, we can actually back it up. So I didn't mean to do carnivore jerky, let's go ahead and do carnivore diet. And we're looking at past 5 years, we can see every single year the carnivore diet start building until even this past January, it had the biggest peak of all. Now it's fallen down a little bit, but January tends to be a peak as people are doing their New Year's resolutions. They're ready to start a new diet. They're ready to get moving with some of these things. So this, we can see, is an up-and-coming trend. And just to compare it real quick, so we have something to compare it to, let's look up keto diet as well, so we can see how that compares. And we can see that around January 2024, the carnivore diet actually overtook the keto diet in popularity, which is pretty massive because the keto diet was pretty dang big. And if we back this up to 2004, we can see how the keto diet had a huge peak. So even though the carnivore diet's peaking right now, it's still got a lot more room to grow. Now back here, this is where Travis was launching Performance Nut Butter, which was that nut butter that was targeting those people on the keto diet. He capitalized on this success, and so we were able to see the carnivore diet coming up here. Now, we have this knowledge. We know that the carnivore diet is rising thanks to Google Trends, and we've launched 2 successful products that already show that we can actually turn this into something substantial and a business on Amazon. But I want to dive a little bit further and go back over to Helium 10. Now, if you guys haven't signed up for Helium 10 yet, make sure you go ahead and do that, h10code.com, so you can follow along with us today and find products alongside us. It's one thing to watch, it's another thing to actually take action. Helium 10 does cost a little bit of money to sign up. However, we're giving you guys the best deal on the internet in order to get onto Helium 10. And not only that, it's probably one of the best investments you can make in the journey. The product launch and the product research is the thing that this is the biggest mistake that people make, right? You're talking about launching a business, putting thousands of dollars onto inventory, putting money into branding, putting time into investment. So it only makes sense to spend a little bit of money to make sure the idea that you're putting all these resources behind is a good one. And so Helium 10 is one of the best returns on investment, especially if you follow along with a video like this one right now that we're doing live and helping you guys go through this. So if you guys want to follow along with me, I recommend h10code.com. You can go ahead and get signed up. That's just h10code.com. I'll put it in here so you guys make sure you have it, h10code.com. Literally just go to this link right now. It'll load for a second. Oh, that did not work. You can try the HTTP. Make sure to go HTTP. I'll put this in the chat real quick because I know that could be a little bit tricky to go to. h10code.com. You can get the best deal available on the internet. So let's go ahead and put that here in the chat for any of you guys that are looking to go ahead and follow along. But anyways, back to the video. We're going to go over to the magnet tool. If you guys were tuned in earlier, you saw Travis working on the magnet tool, showing you guys how this works. And if you guys missed out, if you're joining now, just to tell you a little bit about how it works, the magnet tool, you'll put in a keyword. You can start out with anything, an interest you have, a hobby you have, an idea that you thought of a product. And the magnet tool is going to give you the data for that specific keyword. It's going to tell you how many people are searching, it's going to show you the competition, and it's going to show you the sales needed. But what it's also going to do is it's going to show you all of the relevant keywords that have any sort of relevancy to that main keyword that you put in. So if I put in carnivore diet, which I'm about to do in a second, it's going to show me all of the keywords that are possibly related to the carnivore diet that people are searching for. And it's going to show me a bunch of information on that. So we're going to go in here and we're going to search carnivore diet, as I just said, and we're going to press get keywords. Now, for the sake of time, I did this just a couple days ago, and I'm just going to load from history because it can take a little bit of time for this thing to load and to run through. Now, once we're here, we're going to put a couple filters on. Now, Travis walked through these a second ago, but I'm going to show you specifically how I do my filters on the magnet tool. The first thing is search volume. I'm looking for a search volume of at least 300. That means 300 people are searching for this keyword every single month. Anything less than 300 just isn't worth my time. It's not going to get enough sales. Now, the thing about selling a product on Amazon is that you rank for multiple keywords. We'll be looking for a starter keyword to start off on, but for instance, take this iPhone right here. You could search for iPhone and find it. You could search iPhone 13 and find it. You could search Apple phone. These are all different keywords that this product specifically would rank for on Amazon. So just because the keyword only has 300, that's a good starting place, but note, that's not the total search volume that you'll be getting for this product. But that's getting off on a little tangent, so let's get back to here. So 300 search volume. The second filter we want to put in is for the Magnet IQ score. And for here, we want the Magnet IQ score to be at least 3 times the search volume. The Magnet IQ score is essentially showing you what the competition is for the product relative to the search volume. So the bigger the number is relative to the search volume, the less competition there is, and we look for numbers that are at least 3 times higher, but it's completely relative. So I don't know why this went down to 298, but we'll go back to 300 there, and we're going to put this Magnet IQ score at 900 because 900 is 3 times 300. Great. Now, this is really much all of the filters we're going to start out with. We're going to start out with these right here, and we're going to go ahead and hit Apply Filters. Now, the other thing is that your dashboard will probably look like this to begin with. It's going to be pretty complicated. You see all these numbers right here, but if this is your first time doing product research, I recommend don't start out with this dashboard because it's going to be so confusing. So if you're following along, here's what I'd recommend doing. And again, I recommend you follow along. Check out that link. You can get signed up right now. The best deal that you will ever have to get started on Helium 10. We'll go up here and we'll press Customize. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and uncheck all these. We can leave keyword sales if we want to, but just for simplicity's sake, I'm going to remove everything except for literally these 3 numbers here. Magnet IQ score, search volume, and CPR. And look how much this cleaned it up. These are the numbers that are the most relevant. This is what's going to really help us find ideas that are going to crush it. So I've already explained to you search volume. I've explained Magnet IQ score. So this third number right here is the thing that's left to explain. And the CPR right here is how many sales you need in an 8-day period in order to rank on the first half of the first page on Amazon. So for carnivore diet itself, we need 46 sales in an 8-day period in order to rank on the first half of the first page. So if we do that math, we need about a little bit between 6 to 7 sales a day in order to rank on the first half of the first page. So for a beginner selling on Amazon, this I would say is too competitive to go as your main keyword. That's a lot to ask for. Typically, I'm looking for numbers of the CPR that are below 25. That way, as a beginner, I know that I can get 25 sales in my first week on Amazon from friends and family, from doing a launch group, and things that we'll discuss in the course if you guys join. We talk about this in depth, and also further on this live in some brief detail. But of course, if you want the full story of how to do a great launch week, make sure to sign up for the course because that's what we talk about. We help you have great launches on Amazon. So just to start scrolling down on these keywords here. Now, there's a few things we have to keep in our mind. Number 1, we're looking for this Magnet IQ score to be at least 3 times the search volume. Again, it's all relative, so there will be some that show up that do not meet that. The second thing is we have to filter out brand names. For instance, if we see Nike over here, we can't create a Nike product. Nike is a brand name. That's their brand. So we cannot target that as a keyword, especially our main keyword. So we're gonna have to keep this in mind as you're going through. Epic is a brand right here. So we can't target Epic as a keyword, even though the fundamentals, 16x right here in the Magnet IQ score to the search volume, that's a really great fundamental, but it's a brand name. So we can't go for that. So let's keep scrolling and see what we see. I see raw butter grass-fed. This is so interesting. Look at this right here. 350 people searching for this a month, and it's got almost 3,500 as a Magnet IQ score, so 10 times, and the CPR of 8. So it only needs one sale a day in order to rank on that first half of the first page. So let's click this button right here, and we can go ahead and open up to see what is going on here for this listing. Now we see grass-fed ghee, unsalted butter. Okay, is this grass-fed? It is grass-fed. So you do have some competition here, but these first ones are marketed as ghee. You know, I will say some of these you look at the searches and then you just know they're not. You always have to give it the eye test. Actually look at the listings here. This probably isn't a product I would launch just because I could imagine that launching our own butter is a little bit more complicated. I also do see a lot of products here, even though they're marketed as ghee. I'm sure we could come in here with a carnivore butter, maybe, and hit a little bit more on the carnivore diet, but this just won't be the best product for us to launch in here. Let's keep scrolling and see what we see. Okay. And you know, I like to equate this process to sifting through gold. There's gonna be a lot of bad ideas in here, a lot of sand, but the whole process is here. You scroll through several pages and you're sifting and sifting, and it's all about these gold nuggets that you find. If the ideas were right on the surface, everyone would have found them by now. So the part of the fun of this process is actually scrolling through and finding those ideas that check those boxes we're looking for, finding those ideas that resonate with you. Okay, so we see one idea right here, pork rind crumbs. Look at the fundamentals right here. We see 750 people searching for it a month and about 12,000 Magnet IQ score. That definitely hits the fundamentals. And we see a CPR of 11. Pork rind crumbs. Okay, let's go ahead and click in and see what this is. Cooper's Crumbs. Let's skip past the sponsored listings too and see what we see. Pork rind crumbs, pork rind crumbs. And I imagine that people on the carnivore diet are using these as an alternative to breadcrumbs, right? Breadcrumbs obviously don't fit the carnivore diet. The carnivore diet is essentially a meat-based diet where you're cutting out carbs, you have a little bit of fruit, some people allow fruit, and honeys and things like that, but you're cutting out everything. So pork rind crumbs would serve as a breadcrumb alternative. Let's see here. So we see a couple listings, all from this Pork King Good brand, but that's all I see. Pork Panko, we see one more up here, but let's see right here. Yeah, I see a couple competitors, but no one that's really targeting the carnivore diet with this. And based on the fundamentals we see here, again, these are amazing fundamentals. 750 searches a month with almost 12,000 Magnet IQ score and 11 CPR. This is a really easy thing to target. So this has definitely piqued my interest a lot. And this is how we found the start of our idea that we'll be progressing with this week. And we'll go through here and we'll see if we can find some more ideas as we go at it. Let's see, I see a lot of beef tallow things. Again, beef tallow, depending on the avenue, might be a little saturated, but if you figure out a way to go at it, that's good. You can find something there. Again, pork rind crumbs. This is an even bigger search volume. Look at this. 3,300 right here is the search volume. And then a Magnet IQ score of 47,000. That's insane. Now the CPR is a little bit high, but we've already found some other keywords that we can target as our main keywords to hit this one later on as a goal keyword right here. So this is they found a really good idea, right? With you guys basically running this back live from an idea that we found. And let's keep going and see if we see anything else. Carnivore electrolyte powder. This is the product we already sell. This is one of our keywords that we actively target, and we found it via the Magnet IQ tool over a year ago. We found the idea. We saw the search volume, and this shows you the fundamentals right there. We saw it was a good idea. Here's carnivore electrolyte itself, the big keyword that we're targeting. And let's do one more page here before switching it up. And what I'd love to hear in the chat here, in the meantime, while I'm going through this last page, what are some ideas that you want to see me put in the Magnet IQ tool? Because I'll run with an idea that I see in the chat. We'll do this live, and we'll run with it. And we'll hopefully find some keywords for you guys live of products that you can launch. So in the meantime, while I go through this page, go ahead in the chat. I'll be looking in there in a second so that we can take some of your ideas and run with them. But let's see what else we find. Beef organ complex. That's very cool. I don't know how complex of a product this will be to launch, but these powdered beef organs, let's click in here and see. Okay, capsules right there. Amazing. We can see 427 and a magnetic Q score of over 10 times that at 52 and a CPR of only 8. So this could be a pretty great product to launch if we figured out how to do it. Another super interesting one right here, carnivore chicken flour. I don't know what chicken flour is, but it has really good data here. We have 350 people searching for it a month, a magnetic Q score of, gosh, almost 3 times that at 9,000, a CPR of only 8. Let's click in to see what chicken flour is because I'm not really sure. Chicken breast flour. We see this company, Carnivore Crisps, doing it right here. Now, I don't know exactly, let's see what's in this product. It might just be like protein flour made with real meat and real salt. That is so interesting. I'll be trying to find a nutrition fact so I can see what this is, but it's got great fundamentals. Clearly, a lot of people are searching for this, and it's a product that could have a lot of success. Let's keep scrolling and see if we see anything else here that might be interesting. Bison tallow, tallow made from bison instead of cow, what it's typically made from. This has great fundamentals. Grass-fed hot dogs, apparently that has great things. I don't know how hard of a product that's going to be to do to ship on Amazon when we're not talking about doing Amazon Fresh or grocery. Wagyu beef tallow, again, great fundamentals right here. Again, we see the panko pork rind crumbs right here with great fundamentals, the product that we will, based on this data, be moving forward with throughout this week and showing you guys how we do this process completely live. Some great ideas here. Great. Well, I'm going to turn my attention to the chat while you guys go through and feel free to fill in any ideas that you want me to run with in a second. But let's see if any questions have come up here. Dropshipping is not the way to go on Amazon, and we'll say this time and time again. The way to succeed on Amazon is building your own unique brand of a product that you're passionate about, something that does not exist yet, building a powerful brand. Dropshipping does not work anymore. People know dropshipping when they see it, and the reason so many customers go to Amazon is to avoid these cheap dropshipping products. It's not a method that works in 2025, and we will advise anyone completely against it. As far as packaging, is it better to have a source from China or the US? Again, thinking about it, China and the US leaves a lot on the table. There's so many different countries you can get your packaging done for. And oftentimes right now, we're advising a lot of our students to look outside of China due to the tariffs and things like that. And to talk about the tariffs specifically, because I know they do scare a lot of people off from wanting to sell on Amazon, the tariffs are actually presenting the best opportunity in probably 7 years to start selling on Amazon. And I know that might seem a little counterintuitive at first, but the tariffs, what they're doing is 2/3 of all the sellers on Amazon are Chinese. They are people in China, oftentimes manufacture themselves selling on Amazon. And all 2/3 of these sellers on Amazon, because they're from China, are getting directly affected by the tariffs. These are people that are getting priced out of the market. These are people that are having to raise their prices by 2 to 3 times. And what's going to happen is you're going to have the biggest exodus from Amazon that you have ever seen because these people simply cannot compete. Now, you watching this, as long as you're not in China specifically, you have the biggest opportunity to take advantage of this. You don't have to manufacture your product in China. There are so many other countries. The US, we do most of our products in the US, but obviously there's Mexico, that's huge, India, Thailand, Vietnam, and we have the resources to connect you guys with these manufacturers in our course. If you have not made your product yet, you can establish your own supply chain that doesn't involve China. And while all these sellers are getting priced out of the market, people are still shopping on Amazon. Shopping on Amazon has not gone down at all. And you can take advantage of that by creating a product somewhere else and entering the market while all these people leave. And it's going to be one of the biggest opportunities ever. So if you're thinking about selling on Amazon now, it's about to be the biggest opportunity yet. That window of opportunity is not going to be open forever. But I would hope that if you're interested in going and starting on Amazon, that you would seize the moment and get started now. Again, as I mentioned, our course, the Passion Product Formula, this is where we dive into all aspects of launching a product. I'll put the link down right now if you guys are looking to get started. But I sincerely will tell you guys that launching a product on Amazon right now, this is the best time, the best opportunity there's been for this in so many years. And if you've been waiting thinking that it's oversaturated, thinking that there's no way to compete nowadays, literally there is not a better time. It's about to be the most unsaturated it has ever been. And I would encourage anybody that's been on the fence the past few months, that now is the time to stop waiting, because I don't think there's ever going to be an opportunity like this again. Great. Let's see. I do videos on drop shipping. Again, I already addressed that. Yeah, it depends. Like, there's so many different budgets you can launch a product within, and it's if you come in the course, the program with a constraint, like, hey, I only got $1,000 to spend, I only have 500 to spend. You can work with that, and there are products you can launch for less than 1,000 if you put that constraint, and that's something we can think about as we're going through a process like this with product research. We have people that just want to create the product of their dreams that spend a lot more than that. I spent $16,000 on my launch because I wanted to create a very specific product, but I would say that's a very, very high number compared to what most people launch on. Most people who join the program are launching for less than 5,000, and some much less than that. And of course, as we've mentioned a few times, you can always do a Kickstarter if you're doing a passion product, a unique product, where you raise all the money you need before you ever even launch, where people pre-order your product. And that's something we discuss in our course as well. Yeah, all the stuff we talk about, you can go out on your own and do this. And that's what Travis did when he originally launched. He was on his own. He didn't have a mentor or guide to do this and to show him all the steps alongside with him. And he struggled. He made a ton of mistakes because of that. And of course, he eventually succeeded, but that was after many, many years of struggling. And one of the reasons that I was able to get my product launched off the ground so quickly and easily when I went about this process is I found Travis, and I was able to watch and learn the videos. I had a community to do this alongside of. I had Travis's videos to follow along step by step. I had a Q&A call and calls with Travis for when I needed help. I could actually talk to him and get the advice that I needed to succeed on Amazon. So of course, you can go at this alone. You don't need to sign up for our program. You can sign up for someone else's program for all we care. But I would hope you would sign up for our program because I'm so confident that we've built out something that really help you succeed on Amazon. I'm so confident that what we talk about is the best way to make money in 2025. So again, the link is there. I won't keep talking about the program nonstop, but if you are looking to take the next step, I would hope that you do it, as we only have, I don't know how many spots we have. I think it's less than 20 at this point. I haven't refreshed this page. It's probably less than 20 at this point. That means over half the spots have already been taken. So if you're interested in joining, I would hope that you do it before we completely run out, because as I mentioned, this is probably the best opportunity to get started selling on Amazon. Let's see here. Okay, we have a couple ideas here. Magnetic knife wall mounts, organic powders, a non-consumable. We can do a non-consumable. Let's do it. Let's see here. Raw foods superpower. Someone said non-consumable, and I do agree. We're doing a lot of consumables, and consumables are a great product idea because they get repeat business, right? You order it once, you like the product, you order it again and again. You do subscribe and save. And we have, on Carnivore Electrolytes, I think we have 1,200 people sign up for subscribe and save. And that's people that we know are going to order every single month. And that number goes up and up every single month, which is great to see. Another great one would be cosmetics. You use shampoo, you run out of it, you got to get a new one. You subscribe and save. Or any product that you have to order again. So it doesn't have to be a consumable. It could be a cosmetic. It could be something that just runs out. It's a bad example, but like sandpaper, you use the sheet, you got to order another one, right? So thinking about products, and we'll have a sheet actually in the program where we go through all the characteristics that make an ideal product. Is it viral? Is it brandable? Things like this. But I do want to show an example of a non-consumable product. And let me see if there's any ideas right here to run with. Lead time in the U.S. is certainly a lot better than from China. Our carnivore jerky product, we sold out in the first 5 days of launching the product. That's how well it did. And we were like panicked. We were like, we got to get another order in. And thankfully, our manufacturers in the US, and they were able to get it shipped out to Amazon within 3 days of us putting in the order. That would never happen in China. You would have to have all the delays associated with getting it manufactured. You'd have at least a few weeks of getting it shipped from China to the US. You're talking about a whole extra month of lead time. Now, again, as I mentioned, I just talked about manufacturers. We talk a lot about it in the course. We talk a lot about how to work with it in 2025 specifically. So there's lots of ways to do it. Lots and lots of different ways to do it. Let's run with an idea. I'm trying to think of something. We're going to go with a trend, something that's trending right now that we can put in the magnet tool that's a non-consumable product. So I don't want to rush into something. I've done pickleball as an example a few times, and we found some great products live in our product research challenge. So the videos are available in the course as well. but I want to do something we haven't done before. So I'm trying to think about what are some trending games, some products that are really taking over right now. One of the big ones, well, I've done pickleball so many times, but many of you guys might be familiar with spike ball, and I'd love to just put this in here. Obviously, it's a branded game, so we can't sell directly spike ball, but I want to see what's related. Basically, spike ball is a beach game that's become very popular. You have a spike ball, you spike it on the ground, and anyways, it'd be very hard for me to just explain like this. You're on a team. It's a lot of fun, but it's kind of been taking the world by storm, and it's a very great example of a product that's done super well. But let's see if we can find some related things. Now, this is a little dangerous because spike ball is a trademark brand. We cannot create our own spike ball type product because it's trademark. It's a brand name. It's like creating our own Nike product. We can't do that. However, we can find something that's adjacent, and hopefully the magnet accuse tool will be providing us something like that. So we're gonna put in those same filters as before. Again, we're looking for things that are related. And let's start scrolling down. And actually, we're gonna go ahead and put in a word count max of 5. As I see some products like this, summer toys for kids, that's never gonna be a main keyword. I wanna make sure that our keywords aren't getting too long. Paddle Smash outdoor game. I don't know what this is. This might be a branded product. Paddle Smash, it is. It is a branded pickleball style game. Pickleball meets smash ball, spike ball. That's pretty funny. They've combined 2 trending games into one. Trackball. I don't know what trackball is. Maybe it's a branded game. Let's see. Oh, this is trackball. Okay, that's interesting. So there's trackball game set. This has very good fundamentals right here. 328 people searching for this every month, and Magnet IQ score of about 5,500. Great fundamentals. I do see some products that are already selling here, but how can you make this better and better targeted towards your audience? In fact, this is really the only one that mentions trackball specifically. None of these others say trackball in the names. And although this might be what trackball is, this is the only one that actually says trackball. So actually, let's see what trackball is. I don't really know what trackball is. Let's see. Trackball game. Interesting. I guess it's right. It's with a C, trackball. This is trackball, so very interesting. So yeah, that seems to be a pretty open market right there, as this is the only product that specifically I think uses track. This one says trackball, but it's very few and far between. Most of these don't use that as a specific term in their listing. But let's see if we can find something that's better than that. I think we can find a really cool idea here to put to use. Again, this is sifting through gold. Yard pong, that's kind of interesting. Again, a little competitive, so maybe not. Sifting through gold. There's going to be a lot of sand in here, but it's about sifting through it until you find these gold nuggets that are going to make you, ideally going to help make you big money. Mini soccer ball, that's not taking. Bullseye ball. I don't know what a bullseye ball is. Let's see. Interesting. I don't know what people are searching for here in bullseye ball, but it has good characteristics. Let's keep going. Someone said gardening related products, and I think we'll turn our attention to the Blackbox. Just show some gardening related products in a second. But let's definitely do it. Yard darts. If this is just darts for the yard, then you could totally create a, there we go, like a product like this. This only has a 4-star rating and is ranked #1, and they're doing $40,000 a month selling this product with a 4-star rating. That's crazy. If you created a product that was better than that, you could totally steal this business. Like, look at these fundamentals right here. Yard darts, lawn darts, so many great fundamental numbers there. Yard games for adults. Let's keep scrolling. Inflatable bumper balls for adults. That is pretty funny. It has great characteristics. We're seeing a lot of games in here. We started with a game. It should be expected because obviously these are showing you relevant and related keywords. We'll do one more page here, and then we'll turn our attention to the Blackbox tool to show you some other methods of finding products. Let's see if we see anything here. Skee ball game. This actually has really good fundamentals here. Skee ball. This might just be too big of a product to sell, but you see this product. Again, it's a little bit expensive. 4-star rating. $123, but they're selling over $200 a month, which means you guys can do the math how much they're making. They're making $20,000 selling this product. Like, they're making big money selling this at a 4-star rating with only 151.5 reviews. If you can make this product better, you could be making a lot of money selling skee ball. This is the only product. Skee ball game. This is the only product that's skee ball. This is darts. This is darts. This is a huge opportunity. Now it's a bigger product. I imagine the shipping's going to be a lot, but it looks like they started to figure something out with the inflatableness of this game. How can you do something that's similar? How can you make the product smaller, more lightweight, where you can actually sell a product like this and have it be a big moneymaker? So that's just showing you some ideas with Magnet. Again, I encourage you guys to get Helium-10 yourself, plug in your ideas, and see how they do. Again, put in these filters, make it easy on you guys, put in the customization, only show these 3, and use that discount code so you can get the best deal available on the internet. It's one of these messages that I sent via Travis's account up here at some point. But I want to turn our attention to the Blackbox tool, because the Magnet tool is just one of many ways to start selling on Amazon, and I'm only going to do one of these because I know Cam is going to be on here later to show Blackbox in a little bit more depth. But someone mentioned in the chat gardening-related products. I do see in the chat here, we're talking about Kickstarter a little bit, and Kickstarter is actually a really great way to launch your product, and a lot of our students have used Kickstarter to launch their product. Kickstarter basically allows you to post about your product before you launch and get people to basically pre-order your product. So before you've spent a dime on your product, you can get people pre-ordering, which can pay for the manufacturing, it can pay for all of your production costs before you put a cent down. For instance, our student AJ right there with cocktail cards, he launched a Kickstarter for his product and he raised over $150,000 on Kickstarter before he spent a cent towards his product. We can go on to Indiegogo, cocktail cards right here, just to show you guys our $107,000 he raised on Kickstarter. And that's the beauty of doing a passion product. If you create a unique product that doesn't exist yet, you can launch a Kickstarter, and that Kickstarter can make you tons and tons of money before you ever launch. Jeremy raised $12,000 with his product. Slim Caddy over there, Travis raised over $10,000 with his Kickstarter for Performance Nut Butter. And if you launch a unique product using a passion product, you can do this too. We talk about it in the course, and that's why our students have been so successful with it. But I'm just going to show a little sneak peek of Blackbox. Cam will dive in here more later. But how it works is you go over here, you go to Blackbox tool, click Blackbox, and then we're going to go over to products, and we'll go on the advanced mode. It's called advanced. It's not actually that advanced. And we're going to add in a category or subcategory for what you're looking at doing. I know gardening was mentioned, so let's go ahead and add in patio, lawn, and garden. Let's see. I don't really think we want outdoor get decor, though. Gardening tools. Let's do that. Gardening tools. Let's see if there's anything else we want to do. That's books, so we don't want to go books necessarily. Yeah, let's just leave it at gardening tools and see. So review count, we want to go less than 400 reviews right here. And this will mean these are products that aren't too heavily reviewed where we can still infiltrate. And we want review rating of less than 4 stars. These are products that aren't rated that well, have low reviews. So if we go in and we create a better product, we'll be able to stand out and get more reviews. For instance, if the top selling product is a 4-star product, if we create a 5-star product, we can take all that business away from them. So talking about price right here, we'll go $15 right here, and we'll go $85 right here. This, again, is the Goldilocks zone of what to sell your product in. $15 less than 15 is you aren't going to be making that big of a profit margin. $85 is if you sell for more than 85, it's less of a split-second decision. You actually have to consider a product, and Amazon works great with impulse buys. Now, parent-level revenue, we're going to go with 5,000. We want products that are making at least 5,000 and no more than 50. As it's making more than 50, it might just be a little bit too competitive, and this will give us a great range to get started with. We'll go ahead and hit search. And Amazon, basically Helium-10, is going through and finding all the products on Amazon that meet those characteristics. So let's see what we found. Okay, we have this right here. It's a Aerobash 2-in-1 tool set for kids. Okay, super cool. It's doing about $5,600 on revenue a month. So let's go ahead and click in and see what we see. These are like kids' toys, but for gardening. Very interesting. Well, this product is doing... they have a 3.8-star review on Amazon, and they're still managing to do, as it tells us here, $5,600. So what if we created a product that was 5 stars, and we completely outcompete this one right here? I mean, they only have 22 reviews, and they're already doing that much in revenue. That's pretty huge. So we can go down here, we can see what people's problems are. The blower broke after 2 days of play. Creating more reliable products. Quit working. If we make these products more reliable, we can sell them for a lot more. The Weed Whacker works well, but the chainsaw power button broke after 1 day use. Okay, more reliable products. If we solve the issues of the 1-star reviews and release this product, we can do very well with it. Let's find like maybe one more thing. I think we might have accidentally gone to the gardening tools in the kids section because all of these are kids related products. I think we must have. Cam will be on here more to break it down. Basically, subcategory gardening tools. If we go back to edit filters, we can probably see that this gardening tools section was under toys and games, which is why that was the case. But if we go up to patio, lawn, and garden, we can go down to gardening and lawn care right here and select this instead. And this should solve the issue where it's not just going to be a bunch of kids' toys this time. And we can see what we can find. Let's see what we find here. Now we have a lot of things that are actually gardening related. Now again, it's still a little bit of sifting through gold. Right here we have a carpenter bee trap for outside. This product is doing $22,000 a month in revenue. And let's go ahead and click in to see exactly what it's doing. Interesting. Not only that, it's unavailable. So they've sold out. But basically they have a bee trap, I guess, for wood carpenter bees outdoors. Insect trap with removable wall. They're selling this product with a 3.9 rating. They're sold out, and they're still managing to make $22,000 a month. Let's go ahead and see what people's issue are. Catch is great. Okay, some good reviews. The bees won't come near it. How can you make this product more appealing to bees? I don't know. That's a big problem to solve. But if you can solve it, bees do not enter. If you can solve these problems, then you can create a 5-star product that outcompetes this product that's making $22,000 a month. And that's how you find great product ideas. So let's scroll around a little bit. Find one more idea, and then I want to turn our attention to a couple of different tools. There's a lot of different tools that we can use because these are just a few of many different tools. Swan Decoy Pond Decoration. This product is doing $8,000 a month. Let's go ahead and check it out. All right, it is a decoy swan decoration, maybe to deterrent, hunting deterrent. I don't know what this is deterring away, but clearly there's a market for having swans that are lifelike swans. They're selling this product for $50 for these 2 pieces of swans right here. They're selling over $200 a month. Again, we mentioned that they are doing over $8,000 a month in revenue, and they have a 3.8-star rating. So if we can create a 5-star product that solves this same issue, we can steal away their business. So let's see what people's issue is. Hole in swan. They had a hole in one of our swans. That seems like a pretty easy issue to fix. Ducks return anyway. Oh, it's for keeping ducks away. I don't know how you're going to solve this issue. That's a pretty funny 1-star or 3-star review, I guess. Too expensive for not to work. Oh, I see. But the big thing is fix the hole. Fix the hole in swan, and you got rid of this 1-star review. We can even we'll sort by just 1-star reviews and see. Don't waste your money. They worked for about a month, and the ducks figured it out. These are funny 1-star reviews, but that's just part of selling on Amazon. Too small. Okay, too small to scare our geese. These are funny 1-star reviews. But again, find product ideas like this. If you dive into Blackbox, you can find lots and lots of great ideas like this. Now, I want to turn our attention back to, we were talking about Google Trends a minute ago, about what's trending on here. We were talking about the carnivore diet, the keto diet. Let's go ahead and clear these out. I mentioned pickleball a minute ago, and I've looked up pickleball ideas so many times on our previous product research challenges. It's probably not worth it for me to do it again, but let's just see, like you can see, an idea like pickleball, how much it's trending up. Wow, look at that. Oh, it's peaking. It might even have some more room to grow. Like it probably peaks during summertime, and we're coming up to summer right now, so this year might even be the biggest year for pickleball. And we found a lot of ideas last time we did this. Now, let's just try another. We looked up spike ball a second ago, so let's see that. Let's see how spike ball is doing. It's not really anything compared to pickleball, but let's go ahead and close out of pickleball and see what people say. And interesting, it's very much peaks up during summertime. I wouldn't say this trend's on the up and up either, though. So let's go ahead and close that out, and we can plug in lots of ideas. In fact, it will even tell you some ideas that are really trending right now. We can see rising, or top. Search topics. Let's see what's rising. Yeah, a lot of just generic things here. But if we go to the home trending now, here this page is really good because it will show us what's trending. A lot of these aren't going to be product ideas, but sometimes we'll see something that will say, hey, that's a big trend. We can make something out of that. We can do something with that. Weight Watchers, interesting. Maybe they went bankrupt. Pizza Bella, I don't know what Pizza Bella is. But could be some ideas in here. It's always worth checking out, seeing what's going on right now, seeing what you can make happen. Another great place to find trending ideas is on Amazon itself. Now, Amazon will actually tell you what products are doing the best right now. What products, and that's in our, if we go on Amazon, we can go right here. We're going to click on new releases. Oh, bestsellers actually to start out. Bestsellers, these will show us what are the top products in each category that are selling the best. Now, this is great. These products are great, cool, but these products could be very established. For instance, I see the Stanley Cup. Okay, of course the Stanley Cup's selling. That's a massive brand at this point. Of course, we can't compete with the Stanley Cup. But my favorite tab here is the new releases. And the new releases are showing us what are these products that were released recently that are still selling extremely well. Launched within the past 3 months. So if these are products that were able to break in within the past 3 months and are doing incredible numbers in sales. Now, I do wonder why we don't have the Helium-10 extension turned on. I'm actually going to have to go do it real quick so that we can see this data. Let's go Helium-10 and Chrome extension. The Chrome extension is free. I recommend you guys get it so you can do exactly what I'm doing right now. It says it is on Chrome, so let's see where it is. Helium-10, what's going on? You can get it just the same way I got it right here. I just don't know why it's not showing up on any of these products, but it is okay. So we can go category by category. I see kitchen and dining right here. The Ninja Swirl is a big brand product. They have a lot of backing behind it, so I'm just basically going to tune that out. But I see this round classic waffle maker. I'd love to hear a little bit more about this product and see how they're doing. Now, I'm trying to figure out why Helium-10 is not popping up all the information. Maybe it was turned off on this page. Let's go ahead and see. It looks like it was turned off. So let's go ahead and turn that back on. Now you can see a lot of super valuable information. Now, Amazon will already tell us that 4,000 people have bought this product in the last month, and at a price of $24, we can tell this product has done about, is that $90,000 in the past month? That's insane. This waffle maker, they have 14 reviews, has made $90,000. That's pretty insane. So let's scroll down here just so we can see a couple things. This product was released first on March 3rd, 2025. So literally in the span of about 2 months, they've been able to achieve this amazing success. And Cuisine Art, I think they might be a little bit big of a brand. So this isn't the best example, but still it's showing you can rank with 14 reviews with this simple product right here. I want to show a little bit of another example that maybe doesn't have such a big brand behind it. And we're going to scroll through the categories here. I know someone mentioned the gardening category, so let's go ahead and open this one up so we can take a little bit deeper of a look and see if we can find a product. We see right here, let's see. Let's find the best one that we see. That's pretty cool, but let's see right here. Hummingbird feeders. We see a 2-gallon watering can right here. Let's go ahead and click on this product because we can see this product has a 4.2 average rating, so rounds down to 4 stars. And they still had 4,000 people buy it. Again, we can see $100,000 in the past 30 days. So clearly doing very well here. And again, I want to scroll down to see that release date. Okay, so they released a little bit earlier. They've been selling for about 5.5 months. Still not that long. And they've been able to have such success with this product. And this is a new release and they're 9th, and they aren't a big brand. This is not a big brand at all. So they've been able to have success with this product. So this could imply that there can be success with the same product. So there's a couple things we could do at this point to figure out how we could compete. The first thing that we could do is we could scroll down to the reviews and see it's only 4-star average. So what are the issues people have? Do not waste your money. Water drips from the area. How can we make this seal tighter to fix that issue? That'd be something. Leaks and dribbles. So it seems to be this is the main issue. If we can solve that, we can have a 5-star product. The next thing we can do is we can copy the ASIN. Now the ASIN is this little number that's right here in the URL bar. Also, if you have the Helium-10 extension, it's going to be right here. Now what we can do with this ASIN is we can go back into the tools right here and go over to the Cerebro tool. And what the Cerebro tool is going to do is the Cerebro tool is going to basically take this this product that we found here via the ASIN, and it's going to show us all of the keywords that this product is ranking for. So it's going to see, how is this product doing so well? What keywords are driving the sales that's made this product rank so well? So we're basically able to see a little bit behind the scenes of why has this product been able to be launched less than 6 months ago and yet making almost $100,000 a year. Like, that's big numbers. And so we want to get a little sneak peek behind the scenes on that. Hopefully this is loading. It's taking its time. Is it loading? It's very hard for me to tell. I'm actually just going to refresh that. I don't know if that was actually doing anything at all. It does take a minute to load though, because obviously it's processing through a lot. Oh, error code undefined. So maybe Helium 10 is down right now. Maybe the Cerebro tool is down. I haven't really seen this error before. Interesting. I don't know why it's giving us this error, but that's not good to see. I've never seen it. I imagine they'll get it fixed soon. But regardless, what we can see here is this, we can keep this idea, we can save it, and I want to find just a couple other ideas for you guys live before we turn our attention to another tool, and also eventually get Cam down here to show us a little bit more into Blackbox and some of his strategies to find product ideas. So one of the ones I really like is Pet Supplies right here. It's always a good one right here, and we can see what products are really doing well. So let's see what we see. We see cat repellent, outdoor, dog repellent, peppermint oil, interesting. Birthday pops. Let's go with something non-consumable, because I think that would be a way to go. Interesting. This is a pet hair remover, electrostatic pet hair removal gloves. Electrostatic is interesting. I don't know if that's a new technique to remove hair. I've never seen a product that's like it. I'm also not completely immersed in the pet space, so I don't know for sure. But I am intrigued that they're the 19th best new release in the pet category, yet they only have one review. That seems to imply they're doing something right. They have one review and they have 100 bought in the past month. Now that's crazy. That's crazy to me. They'll probably release so recently that they don't have data on here, but we can do the math. At least 100 in the past month, so they're at least doing $1,600, if not more. And if we scroll down here, we can see their #1 new release in pet hair removal products. Let's scroll down and see. We can see this product was released March 2nd. So they released almost 2 months ago. They have one review and they're doing these crazy numbers. So you could only see right here, if you did this at a larger scale, if you do a bigger launch than this, you could potentially do better. Electrostatic pet hair removal. Let's see if the Cerebro tool is just not working at all right now, or if we just need to use a different ASIN with it, because I'd love to be able to demonstrate a little bit about how we can get this to work. So let's go ahead and put this in. We'll press get keywords. This is working. I don't know what's going on with the other ASIN. There must have been just some issue with it. I've never seen that before. So hopefully we can get this up and running. This should give us the data in just a second. We can see what this product is ranking for to be doing so well with such few reviews, such limited release time. We're talking about 2 months being on Amazon right here. Let's see, we have a couple questions in the chat I will get to in just a second once we take a look at these keywords here. And then in a minute, we'll have Cam come down here and start talking about more about Blackbox and also about his own strategies for how he launches on Amazon. Because one of the beauties is that all of us here, we have that same overarching strategy, which is create a passion product, something that you care about, something that you have expertise in, that you can launch on Amazon, something that's unique in a category of its own, but we all have slightly different ways of getting there. And that's one of the beauties about doing this is there's so many different strategies that you can use to find products. And if you see the wall behind us here, these are all of our students' products who they've launched successfully on Amazon. I think Cerebro might just be down right now. That's really unfortunate to see. I'll let the team know at Helium 10. I've never seen this before, so I imagine it's something that'll get fixed very quickly. But this whole wall behind us here is all products that have been launched from our students, and all of them have used slightly different strategies to do it, but all of them have been able to make great money selling on Amazon thanks to the passion product method and the program. All of these people right here on the program, and we'd hope to have you guys in the program so that we can get your product on the wall as well. And just to take a second over here, I'll put the link back down in the chat. I want to talk about a couple of these products and how they found their ideas, because it's cool to see how these products, we talked about AJ a second ago. AJ's product was found right from the magnet tool. AJ was a bartender during COVID. He lost his job and basically, I shouldn't have said that, but he lost his job during COVID and he joined the program. Oh shit. He joined the program and and we helped him find the cocktail cards idea through the magnet tool. And we were scrolling to find ideas that were related to cocktails so he could use his expertise towards launching a product. And we found that idea through that magnet tool that I showed you guys earlier. And that tool was able to, we found it and we were able to launch that product. And that product, Cocktail Cards, is now doing over $500,000 a year for him now. And that's all from finding idea via the magnet tool that he was passionate about, that he had an interest in, that he was super passionate about. And then looking right next to it, Vino Cards is a very similar story. After the success of Cocktail Cards, we had a lot of students that have launched flashcards. They find the idea via the magnet tool. They find something they're interested in. Vino Cards obviously is the interest in wine, finding a product that's related to that. But we had a student recently who launched a deck of flight school training cards that did over $100,000 in his first month launching. And that's a story we haven't even captured on the YouTube yet because it happened so recently. But he took that same concept, he did the launch strategy, he followed all the steps in the program, the one that I just linked right there. He followed all the steps and he was able to do $100,000 taking that same concept. Another one of our students, Taylor, out of the channel a while back talking about his first product. The second product he launched took his strategy. He was in medical school and he took a medical school training flashcard deck and he's doing big money. He's doing thousands of dollars selling that every single month. So the flashcard concept is great because you can take your expertise, you can find out what people are directly searching for in the magnet tool, and you can turn that into a product. So those are just a couple of ideas. There's so much more potential within that. And that's only one way to find your product. Let's see if we can talk about some other ideas right here and how people found their ideas. So like for instance, Brent over here with the Sear Pro was tinkering around in his garage, created this product that he started selling on eBay. He started selling it just one-on-one. He'd make them himself, he'd sell it, and he realized there was some interest. But by joining the program, we helped him find what are the keywords that people are searching for on Amazon that might be interested for this product, using things like the Cerebro tool that unfortunately we weren't able to fully dive in right now. I don't know why it's not working, but typically it will be. We were able to talk about that. And he's able to launch it. He's doing over $1 million a year selling that product. And that's through joining the program, that's through following the steps, having the community, having all the resources here. And so we would hope that you would be one of them. Now I'm going to answer a couple questions in the chat, and then I'm going to pass it over to Cam, who's going to talk a little bit about his strategies, as I mentioned before. We're going to dive into Blackbox, we're going to show you that. He's going to talk about how he found the strategies for a new product that he's going to be launching coming up across this next week. But let me take a look and see if there's any questions that have been coming up in the chat. Let's see here. Great, nothing too much in major in here. Yeah, a lot of great questions. I mean, yeah, seasonality is something that we consider. And again, in the course, we have this checklist. And it's of all the characteristics that make a great product. I wonder if I can even pull it up right now. I don't know if I'm supposed to divulge this content from the course, but basically we go through all the elements of what makes a great product. One of them is repeat orders, like consumable products. That if you order it on a repeat basis, we can give that a 10. And then another one is the seasonality, right? A big, like Christmas decorations, that'd be a 0 on the seasonality score. People are ordering that one time a year and one time a year only. However, something that people don't care about at all and they order any time of year is going to be a 10. And it's okay to have a little bit of seasonality. Like we even saw on the carnivore diet, right? People make their New Year's resolutions in January, and that's always like a much bigger month for us. But that's still okay because the demand is still there across the rest of the year. So there's a lot more characteristics to look at. Again, for the full sheet, I recommend joining the program. Again, there's only a few spots available, as you can see right now. There's even less than that, as I think there's been a few signups for this program. If you have signed up, I'm so excited to work alongside you. For you guys that don't know, my name's Connor, and I'm head of operations here at Passion Products. So if you join the program, I'll be helping you to find success throughout the program and helping you succeed and all of that. So I hope to be looking a lot forward to working with you guys if you join. But I'm going to pass it over for Cam right now. Cam is going to, again, take you through those next steps. So I'll pass it right over to you.
All right. Thank you, Connor. You said helium 10 is down?
Cerebro is down.
Oh, Cerebro. Okay.
Just Cerebro.
All right. Hello, hello. How is everyone doing? For those of you who don't know me, my name is Cam. I'm one of the coaches on the Passion Product team. And today I'm really excited about announcing a product that I found recently using the Helium 10 tool, which I'm going to be sharing. And also, I'm going to be sharing a different method for those who are starting new. So there's so many different tools that you could use on the Helium 10 software that you could use to find new products. You could use it to also optimize your listing, your PPC campaigns, but those are all different topics. There's so many utilities that you can use Helium 10 for, but today we're going to focus on product research. I'm a really big fan. Since I joined the Passion Product team and partner up with Travis and Connor, I've been a huge fan of the Helium 10 tool, and we've been using it ever since. We've launched 5 products in the last year, and we found all of them using the Helium 10 tool. So let's dive right into it. Let's see what we have here. I hope the tools are working. I saw Connor was having some issues, but hopefully we don't have any of those. So the first thing that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you how I found this product recently, and then we're gonna dive into another tool to show you different ways of utilizing Helium 10. Now I know Travis and Connor went over some of the tools, and we kind of keep repeating these tools because you can use them interchangeably together. I'm going to show you how to do that today because all of them kind of work together cohesively to make sure that you find a product that's going to make sense, that's going to be profitable, that's going to give you the best chances of succeeding on Amazon. And the first tool that I'm going to talk about, which Connor and Travis have touched base on, which is the magnet tool. And it is one of my favorite tools on Helium 10. Now, before I dive into the keyword that I'm going to use today, I'm going to show you how I found those keywords. So the magnet tool is a great tool to show you how much volume, and it kind of shows you what is comparable to certain keywords that you put into the search bar. So if you don't know, Amazon ultimately is a search engine, and the way Amazon works is that when you go on Amazon and you search for a product, you type in the keyword that you want to look for the product, and the products that you're looking for pops on the screen. So Helium 10 allows you to find how much search volume there are on specific keywords. So you come in here and you plug in the keywords that you want to understand more or look behind the scene, where you can see how much volume is being searched on specific keywords. So you could do that with ideas that maybe you've wrote down to think of products that you think that you're passionate about, or you want to create, or you want to see how much demand is on it. So if you're part of the course and you've done the action items that Travis has given you in the sheet, which is making a list of potential products that could be your passion product, what you could do is that you can take that list and come to the magnet tool and start plugging it in there to see how much demand there is on the magnet tool or on Amazon. So that's one way. Another way is to find keywords or product ideas through trends that are happening currently. And one of my favorite tools or websites is Exploding Topics. And I think, not sure if it's open here, but let's open a new tab and just type explodingtopics.com. So that is one of our favorite tools here, or softwares or websites that you can use to find new trends or trends that are upcoming. And the cool thing about Exploding Topics is that you can subscribe to it to get more premium info. So if you use the free version, you could use it for free. You are kind of limited to what you could do, right? So there are things where you have to upgrade to use the pro version, or you could just use the free version where you're limited to a certain amount of data. And what that means is that when you upgrade, you can actually find data that is like more recent and more accurate. And what that means is that you can find really fresh opportunities that are just beginning to trend. However, with the free with the free subscription, I think it's still great because you still get the similar data of something that's been trending or on the rise. So, and the cool thing is that you can kind of filter it by the category that you want to find your product, or it kind of simplifies it so you're not all over the place. So you can start with beauty, then design, then education, fashion, and try to find your way to your product potentially. And the way you want to think about product research, and this is a cool analogy that I like to use, is that product research is like digging for mines. It's like trying to find the gold in the mine. And doing that requires a certain level of patience and perseverance as you go through different keywords, through different trends, through different products, until you find that specific gold mine, right? Until you find your gold. And the reason I use that analogy, because you're gonna see now, and you're gonna see, you saw earlier with Connor and Travis, how finding these products, it's like mining for gold. It's like you're finding that gold opportunity, that product that's gonna be profitable on Amazon. Because there is competition on Amazon. It is a bit saturated, but the way to get set aside from the competition to be more, competitive or more having an edge on Amazon is that you have to find a product that has low to no competition, something new, and even better if it's something that's trending, something that people are more getting into it, that something could be new. 10 years ago, I think Travis touched base on that. It was the keto diet that was trending, and his nut butter product, blew up, and it just kind of did amazing. Recently, we launched the carnivore product. Carnivore diet has been trending, so that kind of is going up too. So that product is doing really well. Let's see here. Is anyone? Okay. I don't see any relative questions right now, but I will dive into answering some questions later. So right now, I want to show you that on Exploding Topics, I was going through the health category, and I was going through it. I was really, I was using a Google sheet, and I was writing down everything. Now, one thing to note, that as you go through the Exploding Topics, there's going to be a lot of stuff that not gonna work on Amazon. It could be brand names, it could be products that you cannot sell on Amazon. It could be supplements or medications or certain ingredients that you cannot sell. So not everything you're gonna find on Exploding Topics are things that you're gonna be able to sell. However, every once in a while, you're gonna find something really cool and really interesting. And as I was going through it, there are things, see, as you can see, optimal carnivore. Carnivore is something that is trending. You'll see it often in this category. There's different keywords or trends within the carnivore diet that are trending. As you can see, there are some type of gummies that are trending here. You could use that, and you can see like the rise of that trend. And if you do subscribe, when you click on it, you get more information. And if you do pay for the subscription, you get a bit more information than with the free. But this is just more information for you. Right now, I'm just going to be using the free version. But yeah, you can see beef heart supplement. This is something that is related to the carnivore diet, by the way. You can see the increase. That's also not only for humans, but also in the pet category is something that is getting more popular, like carnivore supplements or treats for your dogs or cats. Cats are carnivores anyway, but people are becoming more aware of like the carnivore diet, and they're buying more treats and supplements for their pets that are carnivore. You can see here like their Santa Cruz, paleo, electrolyte. That could be something that's related to a certain demographic or something. I'm not sure what it is. It will make sense to also like dive into these topics to understand what are they. What is the trend about? What is going on here? And even within those trends, you can find sub products that could be a potential profitable product. So when and this is the beauty of the magnet tool, is that when you put some of these words in there, you're gonna get more than just the product itself. You're gonna get a lot of See, we see beef organ supplements again here. Again, this has to do with the carnivore diet, which has a lot of trending um, topics right now going around, like creatine gummies, for example. That is something also that has been trending lately. Um, anyway, I don't want to go through this for a long time. You get the idea of what I'm saying. So, what I want to get down to is as I was going through this, as I was filtering through the product ideas over here, what I found that something that's being searched for is clove water. Now, clove water, I wasn't sure what that is, but when I went online and start researching clove water, I realized that there are doctors, there are people that are in the health industry, in the health lifestyle influencing industry. They are talking about clove water, and I got interested. And so I looked it up in the magnet tool to see if there is a search volume. Well, initially I also went on Amazon, and that's another way to kind of speed up the process is to go on Amazon and type in the product that you are searching for before you go into the Helium 10 tool. And you can go in here and to see if there is something similar to what you're trying to create. So we can see here, there is essential oil that are made out of cloves. There's a lot of oils. This is just water. It's not clove water. You can see oil. This is like a supplement, mineral support, whole cloves. This is just spices, whole cloves. You're not gonna find clove water. When I looked it up, when I turned online, I found people that are talking about this topic and talking about the benefits of clove water. And to my surprise, there is a healthy search volume for clove water, as you can see here. In the last 30 days, this is what this is what Helium 10 shows you right here. There has been 821 searches for this specific keyword in the last 30 days. And if we click on this, you can see the trend going back to the last year. And you can see there are spikes in the search for clove water, and it's been sustaining a healthy upsurge volume of above 500, let's say, right? It's been over 400, and recently it's been above 500, which is kind of cool. I like that. I like products that have a search volume of over 500 and that you don't see them on Amazon. So it's a cool opportunity. And guys, I'm sharing this live. Like, I just found this recently. So this is how you find those little golden nuggets when you're searching for products. And hopefully I'm gonna be launching a version of this product within the next 7 days as we're going live. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna launch this in a different form. I'm gonna try to, we are actually, and I'll let Travis kind of elaborate on this more, but we are gonna be packaging and shipping those products ourselves. And we're gonna be maybe doing them as FBM initially to test those ideas before we launch it to fully become FBA. And there's few reasons behind that, and we'll talk about it. But I'm gonna be launching this product within the next 7 days in a different form, not exactly the way I want it. So right now I'm talking to manufacturers to actually create this product for me, and I have a specific way that I wanna manufacture it. Anyway, going back here, so finding those golden nuggets, I found this high volume. And one thing that you want to do is you want to find something that has double to triple magnet IQ, or an IQ score that is double or triple the search volume. And this is what we have here. Also, you want to find a CPR of less than 24. And the reason we look for products that have a CPR of less 24, what that means is that you want to get 11, in this case, 11 sales in the first 8 days to be ranked among the highest, if not the first, in that product category. So if I get 11 sales, that means a little over 1 sale a day, and I get that consistently for the first 8 days, that product is going to be ranked the highest in that product category. So that is a winning product. So now the other thing that I want to mention is that when you find a product like this, or when you find a trending topic like this, and to find clove water, you can go in here and find things that are related. So these are related keywords or things that are related to clove water. It could be anything. Here it says clove plant. It could be something else too. Clove essential oil teeth. Clove oil essential, which we already saw on Amazon, already exist. So I'm not interested in finding that or launching that. Clove tea loose leaves. So as you can go down here, down this list, you're gonna find products that are similar to clove water, that are trending, that have a good search volume. This is part of an extension part of your product research. This is what I mean by digging or mining for gold. So you found a keyword or you found a trend that is happening here, and you don't stop there. You want to learn more about it. What is related to that topic that could be trending, that could be have a high search volume, and it doesn't have a product that's being sold on Amazon. So it could be something within this topic. It doesn't have to specifically to be this exact thing. So you could put beef organ supplement, and it could be within this category of organ supplements that there is a specific supplement that people are searching for, but they're not finding on Amazon, or it's not being sold on Amazon. So this is how you do the mining process. This is how you find your golden nuggets. And I'm a big fan of this tool. Helium 10 has been a great tool. In the last year, we've launched 5 products, and we're launching 3 more products in the next week, which is amazing. And all the products are profitable. We're doing great. And we're teaching you guys the same exact method that we're doing to launch our products. And we're doing it live in front of you. We're literally doing what nobody would do. We're revealing which products we found, which products we're working on, and we're gonna be launching soon. So if anything, give me a thumbs up on that. Give us a thumbs up on that video if you haven't yet. Because believe me when I say nobody's doing this online. Nobody. We're as transparent as it could be. The next thing that I want to talk about, and I know we've been talking about this for a minute, but let's dive into it a little bit differently this time. And I'm going to talk about the Blackbox tool. So we talked about the magnet tool. You saw how I use it. You can use things like exploding topics. You can use things like Google Trends to find different ideas. Or you could also use the bestseller tab here. Where is it? Here, bestsellers. You could go to bestsellers and find ideas within Amazon where people are searching for stuff, to find ideas and topics where you can come to the magnet tool and dive deeper into these topics. Product research, yes, it's not easy, and it's not supposed to be easy, but if you do the digging, if you do the mining, you're gonna find those golden nuggets. All right, so enough about magnet tool. Let's jump into Blackbox. So Blackbox is another cool tool that you can use if you don't know where to start, if you have no ideas, if you have you've ran out of ideas, you can't find a trend, you can't find keywords, you could give this a shot in a different way. So this could be, the way you filter this is that you want to find products on Amazon that are very low in competition, but they're high in demand. So this is what we are going to do here. We're going to use the filter to find products that are selling on Amazon, and they have a bit of demand on them. They have high demand, but there is very low competition to none. Okay, so this is something that's already selling on Amazon, but you're trying to find it and improve it. Okay, so let's do an example here. Let's find something, and the cool thing about it is that you can go category by category, right? So again, you have to be a little bit patient, and you have to think about this as if you're mining for gold. Take your time. when you do this, but once you find that golden nugget, that's a golden opportunity for you to launch on Amazon and have some revenue. It's amazing. It's never been easier than ever. So let's pick a category. Okay, I'm gonna pick the pet category. And I'm gonna go here and put review count maximum 100. And what that means is that I want to find listings that don't have more than 100 reviews, because if you find listings that have 1,000 reviews or more, then it's very competitive. It's very hard to compete against a listing that has 1,000 reviews, right? So, and people look at reviews right away. But if you find listings that only have up to 100 reviews, it's still quick for you to catch up, especially if it's somebody that's not doing a great job. It could be somebody that has a horrible listing, their product has bad reviews, and they have less than 100 reviews. You come in, you improve the product, you get better reviews, and all of a sudden you're ranked as #1. So that's a great way of doing that. So review count, we're gonna put it as max 100. Our review rating is gonna be maximum 4 stars. We don't wanna find products that are more than 4 stars because we wanna have that room to improve it. The next thing we're gonna look for are products that are priced between $15 and $80. And the reason we do that is because you don't want to sell something that's too cheap, because the profit margins are gonna be really low. And you don't want to sell something that's too expensive, because then it becomes really expensive to manufacture and really expensive for you to ship it and store it, and for so many reasons. Now there is exceptions to this rule, but for the most part is that you want to sell products that are within this range, because as we've done our research, as we've worked with so many people, from our experience, this is the best median for price for products that are making a lot of profits and a lot of sales. You get a lot more sales and a healthy profit margin within that range. The next thing we're going to look for are, we're going to put a filter for products that are, so how do we know these products are high in demand? We're going to put minimum, these products are making $5,000 a month. And that means that these products, that even though they have low reviews, not the best ratings, and they're priced in that price range, they're making at least $5,000 in revenue every month. So that's a good product. That means that product is in demand, but maybe it has low competition. So we'll find out. The next thing is, we put here maximum is $50,000, because above that, it could be products that are too big or too complicated or too competitive to find products that are selling a lot more. So we keep that range middle, and you can play with it, play with these filters to figure out like what is your perfect, you could find opportunities outside of these ratios, but it's going to require a bit of work. This is a great place to start, and it's a great place for you to kind of play with a little bit, change the ranges a little bit. You could increase the minimum or increase the maximum or increase the reviews a little bit. You can play with this a little bit, but experiment with this and figure out what works best for you, but don't deviate way too much. So we chose the category, we chose the reviews, we chose the range, the price, and I think that is good to start with. So the next thing you do is you hit search, and we start getting a bunch of product ideas now. So now if we look here, a few things that you want to look out for. One is that you want to stay away from brands. You want to stay for things that might be competitive too, that are saturated, or have a lot of variations. And that's up to you if you decide to create a new variation of, like, for example, a clothing product. I think clothing products are cool, and there's so many opportunities there, especially if you're into fashion, if you know how to make things look nice and fashionable, especially with dogs. I live here in California, and I know people love to dress their dogs. And if you can come up with cool clothing, it's gonna stick out, right? If you have a sense of fashion and you understand fabrics and you know how to make something that's really gonna stick out, that could be a profitable area to get into. However, there is a lot of variations here, and that's what I mean by variation, is that when it comes to clothing, there could be a lot of listings, different styles, different fashions, right? When you go to the mall, there's so many different stores that to choose from. So similarly on Amazon, you want to think the same way. It's as if you're walking in the largest mall in the world and it's online. So similarly here, when it comes to clothing, it could be slightly competitive just because of the variations. However, if you have a good touch of fashion, design, and you can get into it, I know that could be something that you can get into. Um, but let's scroll down and look at something that could be potentially a good product idea. And you can look through these to kind of get an idea of what is something that could be um, something that you could improve or something that might not be saturated. Um, this product has 4 stars. It's making almost $12,000 a month. So I don't know much about horses, but let's take a look at this real quick. While it's loading, I'm just gonna while it's loading, I'm just gonna scroll down through the list to see if there's other product ideas that we can look through. Sorry, that's the internet is kind of lagging right now. I don't know why. My tabs open. Let's close some of these. This could be a to ask me a question while it's loading. Oh, here it comes. Okay. So we can look at these products. Terra product. Products company, one complete deer feed. This is like consumable products. This could be something to look into, supplements or treats. But there could be competition, but I would recommend filtering it through the magnet tool and maybe finding something that maybe people are not selling, but people are searching for. What is this? Baltic Amber Dog and Cat Collar. That sounds interesting. That is more specific. I have a history with dog collars, and I don't know if any of you have watched my story on Travis's channel. You know what I'm talking about. So I kind of deviate away from dog collars, but let's see. Sorry, I don't know what's happening right here. Let's see if this loaded up. Okay. So this loaded up a little bit. We can see this is a horse fly sheet with neck and detachable belly band, lightweight mesh. I don't know much about horses. I like horses. I haven't had a chance to experience, you know, being with horses, but I'm sure there are a demand for them. I know people love them, like people love their dogs and cats. They're very lovable animals. Uh, we look at this product. It only has one picture, and it has 3.9 stars. Not great. 88 reviews. It's selling for 46 products, $46. It's making $13,000 in revenue a month. This is the 30-day revenue. And what we could do is we can go down here, and if you have the Helium 10 Chrome app, or what, I don't know what you call it, you can have this on your Amazon listings, which is kind of cool. And you can see the profitability calculator. So this is something that Helium 10 has, and it can show you how profitable a product is. And this is something that I want to talk about because a lot of people, when they find a product, they don't consider if the product is profitable or not. And unfortunately, oh, I don't know what just happened. Something is up with the Helium 10 tool today. I don't know what's going on. It should have populated. But if you saw it, and you can go back in the video, I saw it, the profit margin of the product was 36%, which is a very healthy profit margin. I think anything above 25 to 30% and above is a healthy profit margin. This product had a 36% profit margin. And what that means is that out of the $13,000 that was selling, what's 1/3 is about a little over $4,000 is profit on this product. And maybe subtract the price of the product itself. Let's say that's another 25% of the selling price of the profits, and that takes you down to, if you're left with 4,000, that takes you down to 3,000. Let's say it's $1,000 the price of goods, so that gives you $3,000 of net profits. That's not bad. That's still pretty good. That's plenty of money to spend on advertising or replenishing your inventory and whatnot. And this is not a great listing, guys, and they are selling over 50 units a month. This is not bad. If this is your first product, like, how cool is that? You're making over $10,000 in sales revenue. You're making $3,000 in net profits, and so this could be a great opportunity if you can improve it. So we look here and we see, I am very upset with the sheet. It claims to be tear-proof and it's a mess, all torn up in less than a month. So that is something that could be really affecting the reviews on this listing. The flimsy, too flimsy for my horse, but in defense of the product, are hard on the product. She has nearly destroyed the fly sheet. So it seems like this sheet has a reputation of breaking. So if this is something that you guys can improve, honestly, how cool is that? Like, you can create a tear-proof sheet and that solves that problem right there, and you can get better reviews and, you know, kind of create a better listing to show how, like, other sheets tear easily and this one is tear-proof. If you can show that on your second picture or in your first picture to show that your product is tear-proof, bang, like, you found something that is way better. The people are coming here, they're looking at this listing, they're reading the reviews, they're like, oh, this product tears easily. Look at this other product that's like it, and it's saying it's tear-proof. Boom, you've solved that problem. So that's the way you want to think about it. Now, another thing that you want to consider doing, and we'll come back to this, but one thing I want you to see that is kind of cool about Helium 10 is that you can go here. Now, we found this product, for example, as an example. I'm not saying this is the perfect product because there's still more work to do, but this is just the beginning. So once you find this product, you go back to Helium 10, you go to the Cerebro tool, and I know Connor said this wasn't working earlier, but let's take a look at it because we need to, oh my God, it's not working. So basically what the Cerebro tool, oh no, wait, I'm copying I need to copy the ASIN. So what the Cerebro tool does is that you copy the ASIN and you put it into the Cerebro tool. And okay, great. So what the Cerebro tool is going to do, it's going to show you the keywords that are being used to find the specific listing. And the Cerebro tool is great for PPC. It's great for other purposes when you're wanting to optimize your listing. And we use it here as well to validate product ideas. And one of them is that you want to see how much search, look at this. There is 400 search volumes on horse fly sheets with neck. That's another idea, right? Because this product that we found here, I don't think it has oh, it does have a neck. But pay attention. This is how you find different ideas because people might be searching for specific things about this product. So here we see that it have a 400 search volume, which is not bad. That's amazing. There's 400 people a month searching for this product. And let's go. Okay, so it goes down and up in volume. So for some reason now, this could be a seasonal product, because you can see in the beginning of the year it's high, maybe because it's during the winter season, and then it's low during the summer season. So this could be something that's used highly in the winter season, which is fine. This is maybe a more of a seasonal product, but that's something to learn, and you can only learn that. Obviously, if you work with horses and you're passionate about horses, you might know that already intuitively, but I didn't think about it because I don't. And looking at the data, it kind of helps you get some insight on that. And it helps you kind of see, like, okay, this could be a seasonal product, which is not bad at all. It's still a great product. We can see the IQ score is double to triple the search volume, which is really, really important. So this is what I want you to do. So when you find a product idea, we found it on Blackbox. We put it in Cerebro to confirm that this has some kind of search volume. This has a high search volume, and people are searching for this product, and it has a high IQ score, which by Helium 10, IQ score just means this is a product that people organically search for and they buy. So it confirms the search volume surge that's on Amazon. Look here, horse volume sheet. It has a 400 search volume for this keyword, and the IQ score is double. So that's another keyword that's really great. So again, if you find this product and you can improve it, you could potentially compete with these sellers. So obviously here you're gonna see other competitors. I'm not saying this is another step to look into this process. And that is, I want to see if the profitability tool popped back up. No, it's for some reason it's not popping. But one thing I want to show you is, like, let's see an example here of someone who maybe potentially have improved this product, right? So a lot of these products, you can see them here. They don't have really high reviews. This one has low reviews. This one says #1 bestseller, has 3 stars and 100 reviews. I'm pretty sure there's something wrong with it that you can improve on, because the bestsellers for some reason have low reviews. This one has only 14 reviews, so it's really hard to go by, but it has slightly better reviews. I just want to see if they solved the problem of the tear fly sheet. Why? Let's see if somebody complained about being. I'll explain here. The strays keep coming undone after the first time. They come undone. They don't stick at all. So this is a problem. Also, maybe you can look into. That's part of the research that you want to do. You want to solve these problems together. You want to find products that are selling. You want to solve the problems that are being negatively reviewed on these products. So if we go back and look at what we did, right? We found this product on Blackbox. We put it into Cerebro. We saw that there's a healthy search volume. We saw that the product could be a product. Honestly, I don't think it's a product cost. Look, and you don't something that you know, things that I want you to avoid. I think anything that could be cheap or your first product. You don't want to deal with that type of headache, right? Something that don't make it cheap. Something don't make it with lots of variables. Might really invest in multiple very expensive. We recommend this. And the third, that's a lot of money for storing that are big, heavy, and bulky, and it's cost you a lot altogether. And the fourth one is engineers.
Also, that, like, what have we got? We have not a glitch. Let's that's long.
Guys, hit the line because nobody is gonna be lying by it, and we'll let us know we make more.
The coaching program. We're doing a 7-day. I don't know how much Cam doing. Sometimes a product. I interrupted Cam doing the research. I'm finding a product the day after the journey. We're actually doing products. But for the next week launching formula, we have 20
by Amazon too. For example, if you're using like products like creams and sensitive, it might come complications. It's not that it's possible, bad idea. If it's something that you're a hurdle that you can, and we're here to support you through that. It could be a little bit more challenging if you're someone new. Journey challenging it is. It doesn't make sense to pick easy for brand, right? Because you want to keep this simple. There's a lot of things that you learn, like product research, finding a manufacturer, product listing, which we go over each of those steps over the next 7 days. Is it like take over? Okay. Yeah. So guys, the last that I wanna touch base on is these.
All right, let's see if we can get this up and rolling real quick. Just give us a couple seconds here. We know there's some stream issues, and I think that's part of what happens when you've been streaming for 3 hours straight. But hopefully we're going to get these resolved real quick, and this will get working. Give us half a second right here where we get this fixed up. But if you guys are on the stream right here, feel free to roll it back. Okay, we are live. We're good and rolling. So if you guys are on the stream, I just want to give you guys who have been on here for this whole time, I want to give you guys a quick pitch for the next step. If you guys have been doing product research with us, you're intrigued by what you see, and you want to take that next step, launch on Amazon, find a passion product of your own that can make you, as we said in this video, $50,000 a month, $100,000 a month. I want to show you the next step, and that is our passion product formula. Now, the passion product formula is our program where we take everything that we talked about here. Sorry, I spelled that wrong. We take everything that we talked about here and we take it to the next level. Everything that you guys have seen, everything that you guys have seen in this video in regards to finding a great product idea that you can launch, that you can make $100,000 a year with. Going into Helium 10, we go in depth, and you actually get a weekly Q&A call where you get all the help that you need to launch on Amazon, all those questions that you come up, and you get 2 calls with Travis or a coach where we go in depth and we help you with those problems that you're facing to get your product launched on Amazon. Now, the biggest things that I say you need to launch on Amazon, number 1, a plan to follow. A proven plan will keep you on track. Now, you can go at this at your own, and you can maneuver your way. Now, that's what Travis did when he first launched on Amazon. He spent many, many years trying to figure out a way to make money selling things online. And he struggled for many years doing that until he finally found Amazon, until he finally found the passion product method of finding a unique product and launching it on Amazon. Now, we put that all plan in step-by-step action so that you can follow along on each step and get launched. The second thing is community. Community is the big key. Our community within the Passion Product Formula is insane in the sense that they're so supportive. If you need help with your product, if you need feedback, ideas, they'll provide it. Once you launch your product, our community is so great about ordering your product, helping you with that first week and the momentum that you build. And then finally, the third thing is a mentor. And that is what we hope to do with this program, is provide you community, a plan, and mentorship so that you can get up and launched on Amazon. Now, it doesn't have to be us. It could be someone else that you work with instead of us. All I think is that those are the three things. If you have those, you'll find success. And if you guys have enjoyed the product research today, are ready to take the next step, we have about 22 spots available to join our program right now. When they're gone, they're gone. And we do have a 14-day money-back guarantee. So if you join right now, you can join, and we will give you 14 days for any reason. You have any questions, if you don't feel fully satisfied, we'll give you your money fully back so that you guys can join for zero risk. Now, you can't make payments, but again, it's 14 days, completely money back guarantee. We hope that you join, and I'm here to ask any questions that you might have. If you have any questions about selling on Amazon, about this course and program, I'm happy to answer them. About product research, as today was focused on product research. And also, if you're on here, we're live streaming every single day this week, where we're going to talk about every single aspect of launching on Amazon and actually launch a product live with you guys. So if you guys missed out on any of this today, I recommend you rewatch, but we're also going to be back tomorrow at the same time at 11 a.m. Pacific time, picking back off where we left off, to talk even more about selling on Amazon, talking about this next step in our Amazon journey. There are no hidden fees. It is $9.97. Now, we do have an upper tier program, which is basically 6 months of small group coaching, and that's the only other program we have. But you can totally succeed with just this right here, where you're going to still get weekly Q&A calls. You're still going to get these 2 one-on-one calls with Travis or one of our coaches here. You're still going to have access to the Facebook community aspect, to all of our groups, where you will be able to get all the help that you need to succeed on Amazon. What is tomorrow's topic? Good question. We might be talking about branding tomorrow. We might be talking about building your listing, but basically every single day. So not only just tomorrow, but Friday we're going to be streaming. Next Monday we'll be streaming. Next Tuesday we'll be streaming, where we're talking about how to launch a product live. So I really recommend you guys come, because you'll get to see, literally, we're filming this live right now. You'll get to see exactly how we launch our product. So I recommend you guys tune in for that. I have a great passion product in mind. That is great to hear, and I would hope that I'd be able to help you in the program. Again, I'm head of operations here at Passion Product. I work alongside Travis with everything we do here. So if you join the program, I will be helping you to achieve success selling on Amazon. As I mentioned also, all these products you see behind us here, these are all of our students who have had success and have launched on Amazon and have made, some of them have made hundreds, if not millions, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars selling their products on Amazon. And in front of me here, you guys can't see it, but we have a success wall of all of our students who have been successful that we see every time we film in here. We're looking directly at all of these faces from our students who have had success. I don't think I can flip the camera to show you guys, but it's right back here. And it's a really cool thing, and we hope that your face will be on there, your product will be back there, and that's what we hope anytime you join. And yes, you are correct, $9.97 for the whole course. When these 22, it's actually, I just checked a second ago, I think it's down to 18. When these 18 spots are gone, they are gone. We don't take on more than 50 people, because we want to make sure there is enough resources for everyone. We want to give every person that joins the individual attention they deserve, including the calls with Travis, the Q&A calls, all the resources and help and email support that we'll provide. We want to make sure that we don't bring too many people on, and that people that come on are actually serious. So we can't take any more than it. It's 18 more spots at this point. We're talking about how to build a passion product. It's, as we talk about here, we don't like private label. Technically, doing a passion product is private label, but the old school method of private label is taking any product, slapping your label on it, and trying to sell it, some generic product from China. And that's the method that doesn't work. What works nowadays is building a passion product, building a product that you care about, something that's unique, something you have expertise in, creating a market of your own with great branding, and launching that product and having success. And that's what we see all of our students back here do. If you guys have enjoyed everything we've talked about, make sure to go smash that like button. This shows us support. This keeps us coming back and wanting to make great content for you guys live. Now, again, I'll put the link down one more time. If you guys are interested in joining, again, I'll be answering any questions for the next 5 minutes of anything that you put in the chat. I'll make sure to get it answered. Again, I'm Connor. I'm Travis's right-hand man. I've been helping out with the product research here, so any questions that you have about Helium-10, are the Q&A calls for lifetime? Yes, and that's something we're probably going to change very soon, but if you join this month, you'll have access to those calls for lifetime. We're talking about it. This is probably going to be the last month we offer everything for lifetime. We're going to start doing a yearly subscription. But if you sign up now, you're locking in your access for life. Lifetime Q&A calls, lifetime access to all the programs and everything we build out on top of that, lifetime access to the community. And this is probably the last time we're ever offering lifetime. It's about to become a subscription. So if you sign up this month or before basically these 18 spots go, you're locking yourself in for life. If you don't, in the future, it's gonna be monthly, but sign up now and you'll get locked in on that rate. Your new seller sells some got a cease and desist. I mean, if you're getting a cease and desist from a big brand, my advice would be to stop. I don't know what exactly you're doing to get the cease and desist. OA, I'm not sure what OA is. If you're doing retail arbitrage or online arbitrage, I'm guessing that stands for, then you just got to understand the laws and understand the legality of it. Again, we have a retail arbitrage module in the course to get people started. It's a great way to learn the Amazon interface, but we don't recommend it as a model for selling on Amazon. Because if you're doing retail arbitrage, you are still working for all the money you earn. You have to go to the store. You have to find the new deal. You have to find the products. You have to ship it off just to earn maybe 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks each time, right? That's not a method of money we like. What we much prefer is building out a brand, like all these products we see behind us here. All these brands are products that we put in the work to build the product, we launch it, and then after we launch it, it's not that much work at all. AJ right there with his product cocktail cards. We spent a solid couple months working on building his product and getting it live, but since then, it's not that much work. He orders more inventory from his manufacturer and he brings in $500,000 a year with that one product he does. $500,000 in that one product. So we get access to the updated material. Yes, we're launching new material on the course basically every single week. And every time we release new material, you still get access to it. In fact, we've had so much material added for 2025 as so much has changed this year. There's new tariffs in place, there's new things that have come in place, and we've put in so much content to tell you guys, hey, this is how you do it. And as I mentioned earlier, if you missed it, I know things like the tariff seem scary for selling on Amazon, but they actually present the biggest opportunity we've seen for selling on Amazon yet. Basically, as I'll say it again, 2/3 of sellers on Amazon are based in China. 2/3. And these people who are in China are directly affected by the tariffs. They can't do anything about it. They can't source for anyone else. Oftentimes, they are the manufacturers themselves. So either they have the option to exit the market or raise their prices by 140%. So that means that 2/3 of all the products on Amazon, they're about to either get removed or the price about to get jacked up. And it's about to present the biggest opportunity for selling on Amazon that we've ever seen. As long as you are not in China watching this video right now, that this is the biggest opportunity for you because you don't have to manufacture in China. There's so many other ways to do it that we talk about in the course. You can manufacture in the US, like we do for berberine tea, like we do for performance nut butter, like we do for high caffeine tea. You can manufacture in Mexico. You can manufacture in Thailand. You can manufacture in India, and we can connect you with those manufacturers. And by doing that, you avoid the tariffs that's about to price out the majority of sellers on Amazon that are Chinese-based. So the opportunities like this do not come every so often. Like, this is going to be the best opportunity for selling on Amazon since 7 years ago. I know a lot of you guys are worried selling on Amazon. It's oversaturated. There's not enough room. If you've been worried about the oversaturation, this is about to be the best time. But it's going to come quick. It's going to come quick. In a few months from now, I might not say the same thing. You got to act quick on it if you want to get started with this. If you've been on the fence for the past few months, not sure what to do, not sure if it's now the right time, not sure if you should move forward, this should be the call to action to move forward. There's never going to be a better time than this. And I would hate for you guys to miss out on this opportunity because we see it. We launched a product last month. We're launching another one this month, actually another 2 this month. We're launching a product every single month this year because this is the best opportunity we've ever seen. We're vouching for it. We see it. We're launching products where we're letting the action speak for ourselves. Like, it's not just talk. We're doing the action. We're launching products. We're having successes, and you can see it. Our product we launched just a month ago, Carnivore Jerky, brought in $12,000 in 1 month in sales, and that's one of the first months we were on Amazon. So it's happening right now. It's happening right now. We'd love to bring you guys on board, show you guys the process, help you out. Again, We can only do so many slots because we want to make sure our attention isn't too divided up. Let's see any other questions we have. How many products have you launched on Amazon? We've probably launched, me personally, I've probably been involved in around 7 or 8 product launches in just the past 2 years. So quite a decent number of products on there. Travis has launched even more than that. Cam's launched his share. We and all of our students collectively have launched over 100 products in the past year alone on Amazon. Couple questions right here. Updated material. Yes, you get access to all the new material as it comes out. Assuming Amazon's product research changes in a couple years, we constantly update for new product research methods. How do we form an LLC and tax as an S Corp? That's something we also go over in the course. It's a bit of a lengthy process. We will touch on it on a later live stream. This is still focused on product research. But if you want the full answer, we do have things on that in the course. Even if you're coming from out of the country, we have a specific module for how to establish an LLC if you're coming from outside the US to help you do so. Do you need an LLC for every little thing? No, not for every little thing. I mean, for us, we have our LLC for our coaching businesses, like this stuff, and then we have a separate LLC for our product-based businesses, and that keeps the money pools a little bit separate. It protects the legal liability, but that's the main thing to be thinking about. If you're still doing low volume, there's not really that much reason to separate it until you have to, because the main thing an LLC is doing is protecting you from the legal liability. And so the more LLCs you have, the more protected your money is. For instance, if someone sues one LLC, they can't access the money from the other LLC because it's protected, and also for tax purposes too. So those are your two considerations. What is the best course for? That's funny. But of course, as I tell you guys, listen, I think the most important things for selling on Amazon is finding a mentor, having a proven plan, and having a community. That doesn't necessarily have to be our community. That could be someone else's community. If you really like what someone else is doing, go for it. I mean, although I'd love to see you guys in the program. I'd love to help you guys launch. I'd love to take you through each one of these things. It doesn't necessarily have to be with us. That could be with somebody else if it comes to it. But the major thing is I do not recommend going at this alone. The people we see go at it alone, you make a lot more mistakes, and honestly will probably cost you a lot more money than this program itself cost you. Just to share my story a little bit, I came into selling on Amazon through Travis's content in around 2021, and I had already had some successes selling products online at this point, not with Amazon. And so when I saw his program, I thought about it, and I just knew it was the right decision to make. Even though I felt pretty versed and knew what I was doing, I just knew having a guide alongside for the whole process was something that would be so worth it, especially for the price that it was at. If I was planning on investing the money into doing a launch, I wanted to do it the right way, and I wanted to have a course alongside so I wouldn't get lost, so I would know the next step, and so that I would get to talk to Travis and get those calls and the access for the questions that I had. And that proved extremely, extremely useful. And I would recommend that anybody in that same boat, and that's how I got to connect with Travis in the first place, is I launched a product. I went through his passion product formula. My product is right there, Performance Gum. Some of you guys might have seen my video on the channel sharing my story with that. And that got me into Amazon. That got me into everything I'm doing now. So I'm extremely thankful. And that's how I can vouch for this so much, is because I am a success story of this program itself, as are many of our students as well. Let's see. Are there advantages of sourcing outside of China and the US while selling in the USA? I think I answered that same question earlier. And the answer is, I don't recommend manufacturing anything in China right now. And we talk about in the course, it's not a 2-option situation. There are way more countries to manufacture in. There's lots of advantages to the US, lots of advantages to manufacturing outside the US too. It's something that we discuss in the course. It's just something that we provide you the options in the course, and we show you how to go about each one. Yeah, something that we really discuss and talk about. How much money do you think we will need besides the $997 to pay for the other things? It really depends on the product you launch. Some people come into this and they want to do it in a budget, and they launch for less than $500. I'm about to do a launch for less than $500. This launch we're doing this week is less than $500. We're putting into the launch to get this product on Amazon. This goes to show you, you can launch with low money. You shouldn't feel like there's a limit to how much you can launch with. Now, some people choose, they want to do a big product. My first product, I spent $16,000 on. That shows you can spend a lot of money, but you don't have to. So if you're coming into this bootstrapped, you could start with so little money, like $500, like we're doing in the 2 products we're launching this week. Now, for instance, another example, Jeremy with Slim Caddy, his product, which is doing over $100,000 a year now, he launched that for free because he did a Kickstarter, and I want to go ahead and show you guys Jeremy's Kickstarter. Slim Caddy Kickstarter. Look at this. Jeremy released this Kickstarter campaign for his product, and he was able to get pre-orders on his product before he spent a dime towards the manufacturing and production. He raised basically $12,000 towards his product without spending a dime. He just posted this. He sent it out to friends and family. He sent it out to his pre-launch group. That's something we talk about in the course, is how to build a pre-launch group. He did this, and he raised $11,000 before he ever spent a dime on his product. And that's his product right there. Huge success case. He's doing over 6 figures a year now selling this product on Amazon. I want to show a couple more examples. Let's show my Kickstarter. I raised a few $1,000s on Kickstarter. Let's pull this up and see right here. I raised about $3,000 with my Kickstarter. I didn't spend a dime on this, and those $3,000 I was able to put towards my manufacturing right here. I want to show a couple more examples. Let's go ahead and see. Let's see Travis's Performance Nut Butter. Look at this. Travis raised $15,000 for his product before he spent a dime on the manufacturing part of it. He was able to raise all the funds. That's how easy it can be, right? And that's the power of the passion product. You can't do this with retail arbitrage. You can't do this with traditional private label. This is what makes a passion product special, is that because it's a unique product that doesn't exist yet, people want to pre-order it, right? It doesn't exist. Like if you're just selling a product that exists yet, they wouldn't pre-order it. They just go to Amazon and order the product that already exists. But this was a brand new product. My product was a brand new product. AJ's product right here. Let's go to it. Let's go to Cocktail Cards Indiegogo. This was a brand new product, and AJ raised $107,000. AJ, one of our students, raised $107,000 doing this, and that's because this product doesn't exist yet. And so by doing a passion product, by following the steps, we've had so many success cases to students because we have a formula in our program that we know works for doing Kickstarters. It worked for me, it worked for AJ, it worked for Jeremy, it worked for Travis. That's 4 cases just off the top of my head of students who have been able to raise all the funds that they need for their product before they even spend a dime towards manufacturing. It doesn't work with any other method. The passion product method is the only method that works for doing this. And it works so well time and time again. Let's see, do you have to form an LLC for each product? I just answered that just a second ago, but we'll be talking more about LLCs in a later video. If you want my answer, you can scroll back there. What's the name of your channel? It's right here. It's Travis Marziani. My name's Connor. There's a separate channel called Connor Win if you want to go ahead and find, where I dive into some videos on my own. But right now we're posting everything on this channel, so you'll see me a lot. I've done a lot of videos on this channel as well. Would you only need an LLC if your products are kind of similar? I just answered that. How much of the profit is you recommend to reinvest? That depends on what's your manufacturing cost. You want to have enough money to fund the next run of the product, but beyond that, it's up to you. Do you want to reinvest? Like for instance, Amazon themselves, they reinvested all the profit the first like 20 years in business. They reinvested it all, and that's how they grew to be one of the biggest companies in the world. But it's up to you. What's your goal? Are you trying to build the biggest brand for which you're launching, or are you just trying to build a passive income machine? And that's a decision you'll have to reach. Some people, we've had people launch gosh, Brent with Sear Pro right here. He launched his product and started doing over $1 million a year so quickly, but he's reinvested a ton of that and scaled. Now he's in retail stores, he's in Walmart, he's big time. He's probably doing more like 3 million now, and that's because he's scaled and reinvested. Some people are just really focused and they care more about the brand than taking a profit right away. But lots of our students, they get the success and they just like to ride it. They make their money, they get their checks, and in that case, you wouldn't need to. So it's a lot of personal preference. The power is in your hands with this, right? You can do so many different things, and we hope with our program to provide you the guidance of a lot of those different ways. I'm gonna put the link down the course real quick. It does look like a couple of those spots filled. Maybe we're looking at around 16 spots right now left. So if you want in, feel free to join. Let's see. I'm gonna answer some last questions, then we're gonna go ahead and end the live today. Again, we'll be back again next time. You bookmark this channel. Make sure to subscribe so that you guys can come back tomorrow, because tomorrow we'll be diving in even further. As I mentioned, we're gonna be launching a product live with you guys throughout this entire week. We did the product research today. Tomorrow we'll be taking the next step on that journey. So make sure to like this and subscribe so that video will be recommended tomorrow to you at 11 a.m. Pacific time when we get going. I'm gonna answer just a couple of questions right here. Home and kitchen is great. Pet supplies are also great. These are great markets to go into. Yeah, as I mentioned, retail arbitrage can be a great way to learn the Amazon interface and to get started. I don't recommend it long term, but it can provide some capital. And actually, in our program, we have some modules on that as to help you if you're interested in, you want to just like learn the basics and make some money before you dive into doing a passion product. We have the resources there. Success rate, as I say, everyone that launches a product recoups their investment. We have these 2 guarantees here. Everyone who doesn't everyone who doesn't make at least $1,000 in the first year will pay you $2,000. And that's because we believe in this program so much. We have these 2 guarantees. So you can join 14-day money back guarantee. If you get in there, yay, this is not for me, I'm not going to get value from it. Literally, we'll refund you. We'll refund you. And we have a great reputation because we hold up our end of the bargain there. So literally, if you're on the fence, guys, it's 0 risk. Like, we try to make this as easy a decision because I know how it is with analysis paralysis. You're worried about taking that next step to move forward. I know how it is. I mean, I'm an entrepreneur myself. I've been there. I'm like, do I get started with this business? And looking back on it, like, I am so glad I got started. But it's hard to see in the moment. And so we want to make this decision as easy as possible for you. I would hate for a year from now if you're working the same job, if you're doing the same things, if you're still trying to figure it out, if you're still deciding. But that's going to be the case for a lot of people. A lot of people just won't take action. They aren't action takers. And because of that, they'll just keep living the same life without the travel, without the flexibility, without the money that they want to be making. And I would hope that we're making it as easy as possible for you to take those actions, to actually reach the success that you want. And so we'll offer these 2 guarantees to you. 14-day money-back guarantee. Join today, any reason, first 14 days, we'll refund you. Second guarantee, if you launch a product and in the first year you don't make at least $1,000, we will pay you $2,000. These are both guaranteed. But again, as soon as those 16 spots are gone, they're gone. So live weekly calls, you'll get, the networking, yes, you'll have access to our community group. Basically, it's all the members in there, and it's so supportive. It's like when you're launching your product and you need some reviews for your listing, people will give you your first reviews. When you need feedback on your logo or on your brand itself, if you need to get people in your pre-launch group, it's so supportive. People help out. That's what's amazing about the community. And we also do host a yearly live meetup that's exclusive for the people that are members of our program, where you get to meet with Travis, you get to meet with the team. We do these, and we're trying to do even more of these, but we do one live meetup that will be coming up. If you're in the group, we'll announce it very shortly. We're finalizing some details right now, but there's tons of networking. I would say the networking in the community is one of the best aspects of the program. I appreciate all you guys for tuning in today. I hope that you've been able to pick something up with the product research. If you weren't able to catch, if you missed part of this, I recommend you watch back through. You can see all the product research we did today. We did lots of product research. We talked about probably over a dozen different methods, and we probably showed over 100 different product ideas. And again, if you see a product idea that you liked in this, you can run with it. Again, we'll be running with those 2 that we talked about, that Cam and I talked about, but if you saw something else, feel free, take that idea, steal it. We discussed like thousands more ideas in the program. So if you want an idea, we're constantly throwing them around. We don't have time to launch all the ideas that we find. Go ahead and run with it. But I appreciate you guys coming in here. I'm gonna put Travis's email if you guys are interested in joining the program. Again, the easiest way to get in touch is to join the program, and then we'll put you in touch. But if you reach out here, Travis should be able to get back to you. And yeah, both myself and Travis are active in the community. We're hosting the Q&As. We're doing all the stuff. We're really involved. So we'd love to have you in there. Again, I'll put the link one more time before we end this. We're about to end this live, so if you want this link, I would recommend you copy this down, go to this page. You can make that decision. Again, completely risk-free, and I hope to see you guys here tomorrow. Before you leave, make sure to go subscribe, leave a like. That'll be my last push right there, but subscribe, leave a like, and that way this will get recommended to you. Again, we're live streaming tomorrow, 11 a.m. We're live streaming Friday, 11 a.m. This is Pacific time. We're live streaming Monday and Tuesday next week, 11 a.m. as well. We're launching a product live with you guys. You get to see behind the scenes. We have a whole operation going on upstairs. We'll take you behind the scenes on, so you get to see everything. I think we're some of the only people that are showing all these details like this. So hit that heart button, show your support, hit that subscribe, bookmark to see you next time. I hope to see you guys in the program. I hope you've enjoyed all these lessons today from myself, from Cam, from Travis, and we'll be seeing a lot more of you guys this week. So again, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and I will see you guys soon.